You are now listening to or watching the It Takes All Kinds podcast.
Yeah, and if you aren't, you can head over to Apple Podcasts or Spotify and listen to us now. Or head on over to Drib on YouTube and watch the video version as well.
And if you'd like to stay up to date on when we're releasing a new episode or any other fun information about the podcast, you can give us a follow on Instagram at It Takes All Kinds Podcast and on Twitter at ITAC Podcast. That's ITAK Podcast.
Without saying much else, we hope you enjoy this episode.
Gavin.
What's that, Carson?
It's my birthday. My birthday. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Oh, guys. Guys. Oh, you guys are not. Gavin, you have to do that for me.
You remember whenever
Excuse
you
me.
remember whenever it was my birthday and we did this?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. You remember your birthday podcast?
Uh-huh.
We'll get there, Gavin. I have actually, funny enough, you bring that up. I actually have. Oh, don't open that yet. We'll get to that.
I'm thirsty.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to quench your thirst with something else. I've been planning some ideas for your birthday episode of the podcast already.
Already?
I have ideas. I have ideas.
You don't want to communicate them to me?
Well, they're called. There's this thing. Hold on, just a second. There is this thing called a surprise. Yeah. Guys. Do you remember that part in the Happy Birthday song? Guys, it is my birthday special of the It Takes All Kinds podcast. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Episode 14 of the podcast. And as you'll notice by the time code, whether you're watching on YouTube or listening to this on whatever listening device you listen to this on, you'll notice that the time code's a little bit longer. Well, folks, that's because, I'm assuming it's longer. I actually don't have any idea. Anything could happen right
Carson,
now.
can you tell me the exact minute and seconds and hours?
Here's my guess. I'm going to say 2 hours and 21 minutes. That was the first thing my brain went to.
Okay, all right.
I don't know why, because I don't know why I even said that, because we were doing like 2.5 to 3. So I don't know why I said 2 hours and 21 minutes, but that's my guess.
He's cutting a lot.
Well, you never know.
Cut this part.
Cut. So that's because this is my birthday special of the podcast, where we have some special plans with, I'm just going to say it, maybe some special people, because if you're watching the YouTube, you'll notice that we got a little bit of a different setup today, folks. We got 2 cameras in this mother, and you'll notice that there's an empty seat with a microphone right there. If you're looking on if you're checking on the Gavin cam. Well, not yet, buddy. We'll get there though. That's not doing. That's just only gonna be bad for whoever has to sit there. Which, I could care less, but you do have COVID.
Uh-huh.
Anyways.
Yeah, we're going to hang out with everybody.
Yes, we are. This is a chickenpox party, just like we used to do back in the 1900s.
Woohoo!
Yeah, so you'll notice that there is an open seat next to Gavin, because we have some special surprises that should be showing up any minute now, I hope. I don't
Can you,
know.
zoom in on me, but cut out the chair?
I can.
Okay.
Is there any reason? Or?
No, just keep it on me.
Guys, today isn't my actual birthday. Let's get
That was
out of the way. My
almost
birthday,
a week ago.
almost a week ago. And when you're listening to this, it'll be over a week ago. My birthday was on June 2nd, which was last Wednesday. You're listening to this on June 11th, and we're recording this on June 7th, Monday, June 7th. My birthday was last week. Thank you for all the wishes and all the
wells.
and all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I wanted to do this after my official birthday. Sorry, it just says, because there were some things I wanted to do. I was planning on actually doing this on my birthday, but it just didn't work out with everybody's schedule. Sorry, I have a guest who's messaging me right now. It won't let me. What are you? Okay. So I have no idea what this even means. So, yeah, sorry about that. I don't. Would you? Do you know what he's talking about here?
He didn't send anything to me.
What is he talking about? Did he say anything else? I have no idea what he's talking about. Okay, Gavin's gonna type for me while I talk. Yeah. So my birthday was last week, and it was my 21st birthday. My first time I've ever turned 21. Can you believe that, Gavin? I know, right? Crazy. So it was my 21st birthday, and I wanted to. What was he talking about?
The room number. Your room.
Scroll number.
He
Room
said
number.
He said he couldn't scroll. What's the number? What's your apartment?
What does he mean scroll?
He couldn't scroll up. It wasn't saving the
Oh,
messages.
okay. Thought he was talking about a scroll.
Wait,
Was that a
did he-
bruh
was
to
he
me
like
or
a
a bruh to him?
Bro to you.
Jeez. Did I just get bruh on my birthday? Damn it,
And
Gavin.
you got farted on. You're gonna have pink eye.
Well, Gavin, I just want to thank you for the present you got me.
I did buy $60 of alcohol, but then you paid me back.
On my birthday. So, it's my 21st, and I've never had a beer before.
Never.
I don't even know.
ever
How do you
had a
even
beer
pronounce this? Hold on. Pabapst. Pabapst. Is that it? Pabapst.
before. No, it's Poost.
Poost. Poost. And then it's blue ribeye. So we got a paste blue ribeye beer here, and
Milwaukee's own.
Milwaukee's finest. And we're just gonna, Gavin and I are just gonna.
I don't have any nails.
Is this how you open one of these? I don't even.
Just like opening a can of soda, buddy.
Ooh, it smells like. Smells like
bread
bread.
water.
Red water. Ew, this looks gross. Well, I guess we'll do one of these. I think that's what the boys do. Here we go. First time. Here we go.
Bready.
Oh, people like these?
Bready.
Do you like these?
What the fuck was that?
Something just came out of me. I have to go to the bathroom.
He's never had alcohol before. He's getting sin.
I've never even heard of it. Okay. I'm going to tell.
Have you started getting like alcohol ads yet?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. It's like the day I turned 21.
Yes. Well, I think that's because I've been talking so much about it too.
No, well maybe, but I'm just saying that like obviously some places have tabs on how old you are.
Let me think what places I've given my age to. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Everywhere.
Yeah. Anywhere on the internet.
I think our guest just arrived, but I hope
Yeah,
he
I
doesn't
heard.
come in here.
Yeah, I heard.
I should have locked the door. So, yeah, guys, first beer, and it's a Pepep's Blue Ribeye. My review of it, I'd give it like a... I mean, I've never had beer, so I can't really put it on a scale.
It's not my favorite.
No, it's definitely not mine either.
You've only had that beer, though.
Yes, I've only had this beer, but if I had to rate it out of all the beers I've had, I'd give it like a...
If you had something to compare it to.
If I was comparing it to something, I'd give it like a... It's like a 6 for me. It's not the worst.
Nah, this is like a 4 or 5 to me. Just meh. Like
This used to be like super low quality. I mean, it still is low quality beer, but now like the hipsters drink it. So like, I think it's been marked up a bit more. And
yeah, I just remember like whenever we would go to this bar on Main Street, like Big A's down on Main Street, and they would have a sign for Pabst Blue Ribbon and that Blue Ribeye.
Blue Ribeye.
Pabst Blue Ribeye. Yeah, they're definitely here. Somebody is.
Somebody's here.
Somebody's
It's
here.
definitely not just him. It's definitely 2 other people.
No.
But yeah, like I remember my dad and I were talking.
I
mean,
just
this
remember it was a
long time
shitty.
ago.
It's been always in my book. It's just always been a shitty book or shitty book.
Shitty book.
It's just always been a shitty beer.
Have you looked
I
up
don't
your
know
car
why.
recently in the Kelly Shitty book?
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I
Kelly's
remember
Shitty
like
book.
talking to my dad, and he would always bring up how like Pabst was like the shitty like cheap beer
Yeah.
that people would drink.
Not even like, to be honest with you, whenever I did go to college parties and not drink because I wasn't 21, and I'm talking about pharmacist parties. I'm not talking about I'm talking about college pharmacy
Lots
parties.
of insulin.
Yeah, lots of insulin and lots of atorvastatin.
A what?
A torvastatin, some blood pressure meds.
Oh God. I tore my statin
Yeah,
last year.
And
Staten Island.
not even they would have Pabst Blue Ribbon.
No.
So, and it was like all Natty Light and Busch and
Our cheap beers now in our day and age are Natties.
Yeah, Natty Lights.
Like nobody ever has Pabst unless you're a hipster.
I had Stag once.
I
Stag was not my favorite. I remember drinking and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Real shit, I've never tried it. I've always wanted to. What is it like?
I don't remember, but I just remember like I don't remember that, but I remember being like, this is a lot different than the Natty Light I just drank.
Yeah.
Even though I was 21.
I've
been 21 for like 3 years.
Yeah. I've had a Natty Light.
I've been 21 for like
I'll
3
be
years.
honest. I've had a beer in my day.
Yeah.
This is all gags. I know we're funny.
See, like now, you can commit crime. It's like, you committed the crimes in the past, but now you're of age. So
what do you think of this? I want you to tell me your honest opinion. Excuse me. Can you, when you turn 21, can you openly talk about underage drinking and that be okay?
I'm not sure. They can't prosecute you like years and years after.
Well, you can't even get in trouble for underage drinking, can you?
No, you can.
Can you really? Can you get like arrested for it?
I thought so.
I just thought it was like one of those things where like they would just try and figure out who gave you the alcohol.
I think they're, especially in St. Charles at least, it's very like, shame on you.
Yeah. Well, because I was gonna say
don't do it again.
The first time. I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna openly talk about underage drinking.
Well,
at
I
this
think,
point.
I
won't say people's names, but
I think some people. Well, I think everybody has had at least a underage drink.
Yeah, at least a drink or like a sip of dad's whiskey.
Yeah,
dad's
bourbon,
dad's tobacco spit.
Yeah.
So, the first time I drank, I think it was the first time like I like actually drank to where I got a buzz, not just like sipping stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It was 8th grade.
Was it 8th grade?
It was actually 8th grade. So I was at a friend's house who you could probably whittle it down and figure out who. What does it say on it? Is it still going?
Yeah, it's still going.
Okay, guys. Sorry, we're dealing with. So one thing about you guys will see always change or turn on and off my camera. I just realized I might have to delete some stuff off here because I don't think I did yet, which is fine. My camera runs out every 30 minutes. This camera that we're using, that's for my dad. Shout out, Dad. That one runs out every 20 minutes. So Gavin will be checking that occasionally. So first
it's got
time,
a really good bokeh effect.
It's a good lens. It's a decent lens. Like this is a super wide lens, which gives you no bokeh. Well, it can, but it's all about the f-stop.
Okay,
and the lower the f-stop,
I don't need a.
I'll go into cameras. The lower the f-stop, the better. No, I was kidding. I don't give a shit. Yeah, the lower the f-stop, the better the bokeh, and that one's a nicer lens. It's an old lens, but it's better than that cheap piece of plastic.
We should record on the crank film.
Oh, that'd be so cool. Well, so now I was just gonna start talking about crank film cameras, and I don't know why I was gonna do that. So first time I drank was 8th grade.
Yeah,
and sorry, now I'm just fucking thinking about crank film cameras, you son of a bitch. You crank them and then you start it. You don't crank it while it goes. You can on some of them, but like the one I had, you crank it and then like you wind it up and then you lock it and then you go.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't even know that. I was just
some of them you can, like the super fucking old ones.
That's what I was thinking of. I was thinking of like Warenberg, like.
Yeah. Who's that? Somebody's at the door. Who's here? He's texting me for some reason. But the one I used, you crank it, you wind it up, and then you start it. Anyways, I don't know why my mind could like not get stuck off that for some reason. So the first time I drank was in 8th grade. And I was at a friend's house. You could probably whittle down which friend it was. And we were with some you might even have heard this story because
I think I have.
Quinn was not there.
He was
actually I could say he was there because he wasn't doing anything. But he was there in spirit. He was there in Minecraft.
Yeah.
So we were.
Oh God, it's so bad.
What's bad? Oh, that.
It's not good.
It's great. So we were all hanging out, and some of my friends' friends brought over some hard liquor that was pretty good from his parents' house. And they like just poured some vodka and some whiskey in like a Gatorade bottle. Not together.
Okay.
But they did bring them in used Gatorade bottles.
Uh-huh.
And then some people were drinking them straight, and then some people were drinking them like mixed with stuff. And me and someone else stayed there at this party, and I drank a little. I drank like I think vodka mixed with like grape soda or fucking something
God
like
bless.
that. Who knows what it was? So we were all hanging out, and like some people were drinking like a lot, and we didn't know how to drink because we were kids, and so people were just like chugging like straight liquor, and I was like, and so one of our friends, who you do know, our friends at the time, I should say, was really quiet for like the second half of the night. Was like super quiet. We're all sitting on his sectional couch in his basement, and he was in this corner on an ottoman by himself, just sitting there. And like I said, he got super quiet. And we were like, we didn't know what's going on. And then all of a sudden he just started acting like super drunk. And I say acting because me and my other friend were like, we thought he was just joking. We were like, yeah, there's no way. And then our other friend at the time was like, who was also decently drunk, was like, no, he's hammered. And we were like, my friend and I, who he was sober and I was pretty close to sober, were like, yeah, there's no way that's true. We were just like, he's just fucking around. Because he was like, the shit he was saying, like we would ask him something and we would say, what's your favorite number? And he'd say like blue or something. And we were like, okay.
I've definitely heard this story before.
We were like, okay, this dude's just being a funny guy and stuff. So we're like making fun of him and making jokes with him as he's very unbeknownst to us intoxicated, because we didn't see him drink at all. And so we were just like fucking around with him for a little bit. And then, do you want to respond to what they're saying?
You respond.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what the answer is.
Well, we are.
So yes.
He has snacks, but we're going to go. Yeah, tell him we're going to all go out to eat after. If you can, please and thank you.
We're all going to go eat after.
So, yeah, so he was very drunk, and at one point, like, people had to walk him to the drain to pee, and some girls who were with us saw his wee-hoo. And so then we got him back to the ottoman, and we were all just like chilling there.
The ottoman.
And so we were all sitting on the couch, and he was sitting on the ottoman like that. And then all of a sudden he just starts puking.
Starts gacking.
He starts like waterfall puking. And mind you, he's sitting there like this, just puking all over himself. Like unconscious, just puking. And it's going all over him and all onto the floor, like covering the fucking floor. So I look at my friend and I go, we gotta go. Like I was like,
no, we're not gonna help this guy. We're leaving.
I didn't care. I was like, oh, we gotta go. And so I said, and me and him hopped over the back of his couch and just ran upstairs, grabbed our shit, and then I called my mom. And when she got there, I told her what happened and told her that we weren't drinking or anything. And then about like a half an hour later, I get a call from my other friend who was there, who was in fact drunk. And he said, can you come pick me up? I need to leave. And so we picked him up, and he was drunk. And I kept telling my mom that he wasn't, but he very obviously was. And so we got him.
Well, you know how good 8th graders are at hiding things.
Oh yeah. So we got him back to my house, and then we all went inside, and I thought I scathed by my mom, and she didn't think that he was drunk, but I know that she knows that he was. So what I ended up finding out is that they had to call the cops. I don't know why.
He just won't stop puking, officer.
And so they did. Well, I think they technically called for an ambulance to have someone come pick him up.
Mm-hmm.
And so I ended up finding out later that the friend's house, who it was, told the cops that he had drank before he got there, and they believed him. They believed that he had gotten drunk before he got there. Yeah. But like everybody else had drank too.
They're like,
and we were all in 8th grade.
Son, you smell like vodka.
You stink.
You reek of alcohol.
You reek of vodka, son.
Yeah.
So that's how he scathed by the cops, and then they took him. I don't think he had to get his stomach pumped.
But that'd be
I
pretty
don't
cool
even know
if
what
he did.
happened. I know he went to the hospital, and
That would have been pretty cool if he did, though.
It would be pretty cool, and I wish it did happen, and I wish I
Yeah.
could have been there to see it.
Yeah.
You might want to check that. It's almost 20 minutes.
Yeah. What do I hit?
You'll hit the red button and make sure it just says rec, R-E-C.
Where's the red button?
It's like a little red button.
Okay, there we go.
It doesn't say REC on the screen.
Yep.
RES.
It stopped already.
Okay, so, yeah, I don't even know what happened. I just know that he went REC. I just know that his mom came and picked him up from the hospital. That's all I know. I
Yeah.
don't think he got a stomach pump. But
I
you had heard
remember-
that story.
Yeah, I had heard
Yeah.
that before. I can just imagine. I remember the first time you had told me that, I started laughing like really hard.
It was super
But
funny at
now
the
it's,
time.
I mean, the first time I heard it, I was like, no fucking way. But then like
Yeah.
now it's like, okay, this happens kind of all the time.
Yeah, it's pretty normal now. But like in 8th grade.
Yeah, 8th grade, that would have been nuts. I think if I had done that in 8th grade, I think my high school career might have changed. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. No, I'm just
That was the day
That-
that changed
yeah,
me forever.
ever. Yeah.
I think
So,
it was
I remember my first time drinking
Yeah.
underage. No. No, but I will say that the first
no,
time.
whatever you're gonna say.
Yeah, the first time
I do. wanna hear it.
I had the goal of getting drunk. Like I
Yeah.
went to this guy's house, and I think you know who it is.
Okay.
I went to his house with a couple of our other friends. It was literally just
Was
me.
this in high school?
Yeah, in high school. This was like sophomore year,
Okay.
I think. Yeah, I had not drank a drop, like not anything.
Not even try
Not
anything.
even, like,
Not even
try.
like
No,
Dad
I'm
gives
seri-
you a little sip of his IPA.
No, nothing like that. Dad actually does drink like a triple IPA.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah,
He told me that. I
yeah,
forgot. I just like made
Lagunitas.
that up.
Yeah, no, seriously. He loves it, and I tried it for the first time. I'm like, oh my god.
Dad, this
Yeah, but anyway, so yeah. So I remember I think what I did was I took like 3 shots of vodka and then opened up like 2 beers.
Open them up.
Yeah, like opening them up. Like drank one and I was like,
He's go.
yeah, yeah.
All right, I'm out, guys.
Yeah. And I just remember being like so dizzy, like I couldn't stand up.
So you got drunk off of that?
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
I'm not kidding. Well, also like my alcohol tolerance just throughout since then has not been good. I have gotten like not significantly drunk, but a little tipsy and like drunk off of like maybe 2.5 beers.
So wait, you're saying that it's gone down or up?
Gone down. It's gone down.
Oh, so you can get drunk quicker, is what you're saying?
No. I'm sorry. My tolerance has gone up. I was thinking that.
Okay.
Had the alcohol
You
gone
got me
up
all
or down?
flipped up around.
Sorry. No, the alcohol stays down. For the record, I did. Well,
What
except
happens
for-
when you? What happens when it comes up?
Okay. Well, on New Year's.
Oh yeah, we can talk about
on
that
New
too.
Year's, I did drink basically an entire bottle. And
A tile bottle.
I drank.
Well, speaking of which, I have Moscato in the fridge if we
Okay,
want to
good.
get some of that.
Yeah, I had
Hunter's
2.
girlfriend gave it to me. Thank you, Emily.
I had what? We had 2 tall boys, or I had 2 tall boys,
I had 3,
and I had
I think.
I poured you a glass of wine, and
Yeah.
I was like, I'll just drink the rest. I
Yeah.
was like, you got to try this.
Unbeknownst to me, you were gonna drink the rest, but
And
you did.
I did, and it did not stay down.
Yeah. Gavin had an interesting night. So, okay, before we get to that story, I wanted you to finish your first time drinking underage story.
Yeah, I just remember. I think I stayed. I
Was
don't.
it straight vodka?
Yeah, like it was straight like Svedka.
Ooh.
It was like, I was like, man, this is like nail polish remover. But yeah, I was just really tipsy and
Sipsy.
dizzy, and I don't remember. I think I spent the night and just like got up and left at like 7 a.m.
Okay.
because his parents like went camping or something like that. And he's like, dude, come over. We got drinks.
That's funny.
Yeah. So it was that was a turning point, I think, for me. Well, and then I DD'd. I didn't really. I DD'd
Yeah, I was
for
gonna
the
say
rest
you
of high
mostly
school.
DD. Yeah.
I literally did not like.
Did you drink at any other parties?
I mean, I drank at them, but I didn't like
Get
get drunk.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like, okay, I'll have a beer to look cool, and then call it a day.
Yeah, I don't think I drank really at all in high school. I think the only time I did drink was senior year.
Like
I
the
drank. I
prom
had
party?
I had a beer at that prom party, but that's because I had to drive.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, and there might have been a couple times. Like I didn't like parties, and I still don't.
No,
Unless
they're
it's
not.
like friends. But,
Yeah,
not
not my favorite.
No, I did have fun at those parties, but it was like so many fucking people
Yeah, it was
at that
hot.
party.
I just
You didn't
remember
drink
hot.
at that party either, did you? You were there, right?
Yeah,
at the prom party.
I think I remember that. Yeah.
I don't think I need to say whose name it was, but
Yeah. No. I
think
know.
everybody was there.
I think-
There's people who
yeah.
weren't even like in our grade.
Yeah.
that were
Or
there.
in high school. I'm just kidding.
They were in middle school.
No.
It
no,
would not have surprised me.
Who went to our high school? Like people who didn't go to our high
Yeah,
school were there.
it was
Obviously because people
insane.
took them, but also people just invited them too.
Yeah, that was a wild. That was like
there were like people on the roof smoking. Like
that.
smoking
Yeah,
weed.
that was like wait. There was
I remember at least one
the
of them.
person who
was-
lives in our town.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yeah.
because you got me thinking
Yeah.
about
No,
something else.
there were people like up on the roof.
Really, I didn't
Yeah.
remember that at all.
Nope.
But that was like
I walked
that
out
was
and there
weird
was like
because
two
that was
people
like,
up on the roof. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, they were smoking in his basement too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like
That's
they,
why I remember because
yeah,
I was
they
like,
just,
this is like
started
what
lighting stuff in
Yeah.
the basement.
I'm like, this is like a fucking movie.
Yeah.
Like the way it was so weird.
Like they had like they just brought it in just like
Yeah, they were just like smoking, and I was like,
yeah. I was like, damn.
what are we doing here? Someone got me a natty light, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I think I made a second round. I think I dropped everybody off after that party and then came back around to get some more people because I had a van.
You were doing taxi service.
Yeah. Taxi.
Taxi here.
Hey, where you trying to go?
Hey, where you trying to go, huh? Where you trying to get to?
All right, everybody.
Hop in a taxi.
Hop in Mick Raven's taxi service.
I'm gonna take you around town.
I'll
Take
give
back
you a
to your house.
lobotomy. I'll give you a lobotomy right in the back seat.
I'll put down all the chairs so women can have fun.
Hmm. I should just let that play out. So, fuck, where was I going with that? Yeah, so I didn't drink much in high school at all. Or was that? Oh, no, I guess I did. The only time I really got, the first time I got like drunk-ish or more, like actually drunk,
In high school.
was in high school. Was not at a high school party. It was at, it was with my brother at his apartment in Columbia, Missouri. Oh, with some friends from high school
Yeah.
who I went with.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, I remember that.
That was fun.
I do. I actually remember that because
It was
wasn't
during the
invited.
musical. And
that
I think
too.
it was during the musical. One
Yeah.
of them was the one.
Yeah. Yep,
We went-
Yep.
I went up there twice.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go up there like
I just remembered I was actually the first time I got drunk. It was in like September of sophomore year, and then later that year I got invited to a grad party and then got like a little bit drunk at. Or no. I didn't drink. Like everybody else was drunk at this grad party. At like the grad party after party, I was like, dude, I'm so cool. I'm hanging out with seniors. And yeah, and then yeah. So I remember I was just like, I'm not gonna drink a drop, and I didn't.
At
I
where? At the grad party?
No, at like his house. It was like an after party after the
After
the party.
I thought. Wait. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting confused.
Your
Yeah.
brother was there, I think.
Probably.
I think he was. I was like,
I don't know.
yeah, I was pretty cool with the
Was
seniors.
I wasn't there?
No.
Okay, I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah. So that's our story.
That's how you
Um,
know that I didn't talk to you in high school.
Kevin, we were pretty close towards the end of high school.
Well, towards the end, but at the beginning, like I didn't talk to you at all. Basically,
Well, I mean, we did talk.
we did talk, but
We
you know,
did talk.
not much outside of school.
No, not really.
Yeah, you were like more of like an in-school friend.
Yeah, yeah, man.
I've got balls of steel.
That was me in high school,
Yeah.
and then I peaked.
Oh yeah, I remember we were in chem together, advanced chem.
Were we in advanced chem together?
Yeah. Because I have a video, and I'm like, Carson, how do you feel that you're in 4K?
I think that was just regular chem.
No, that was advanced chem.
Oh, it was.
Yep.
Because then I did AP chem
Yeah.
the
Junior
next
year,
year.
and I did it senior year.
That was hell on earth. Yeah, I forgot about that. And my ex-girlfriend was in that class too. Whoops. Did I say that? So, yeah, it's my birthday. Thank you. Happy birthday, everybody. Oh, look at that. Would you look at that? So, shoot, where was I going? I can talk about my 21st birthday a little bit. So, like I said, that was last Wednesday, and I, excuse me. So looks like I got a message. So, what did I do for my 21st birthday? Well, thank you for asking, Gavin. I went and picked up my antidepressant medication. I bought alcohol for the first time during the same visit,
And drank both of them, drunk and drive.
and I squatted down with a little boy of Fireball, and I chugged all my pills down. I bought alcohol for the first time. I bought this little guy right here.
The official spirit of the NBA.
The official spirit of the NBA is the spirit from Poltergeist. So I always had a plan. I don't know what. I think it was back when I was into rap that I was like, the first alcohol I'm going to buy. Are you going to? Ooh.
What is it?
Gavin, it's a cognac.
It's a cognac.
It's a cognac. So cognac, I found out yesterday, because I didn't know this. I found out from my friend Blake. Shout out Blake. That a cognac is a type of brandy, and brandy is distilled red wine. This is distilled white wine. Now you can imagine white wine is clear. This is dirt brown. It's really not that bad. You mix it with some Coke, and that's a boy's surprise.
Coke and rum. I'm going to say it wrong every time just to piss people off.
Can I get a Coke and Jack?
Yeah, can I get a choke and Jack?
Sir, yes, bartender, I'll take a choke and Jack.
And they'll be like, oh, yeah, we can do that.
Sure, I don't know what that is, but
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
I'll take you a choke and Jack.
Yeah, I remember we went out a couple weeks ago for my friend Sam's birthday, and he bought Vegas bombs for the whole table, and it was like $60.
What is a Vegas bomb?
Vodka and Red Bull
Oh.
shots.
Yeah, that would be expensive.
Yeah.
So it's like you do it's like a Jaeger bomb, but it's vodka.
No, it was just like in just a little shot glass for us. We also did pickle shots.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I thought
Yeah,
it would be
but
like, because
the
Jaeger
Vegas
bombs,
bombs-
like, you
No.
have a thing of Red
It's
Bull
just a
and you
Vegas
drop
bomb.
a
No,
Jaeger.
it's just a
in it.
Vegas bomb. Just a Vegas shot,
Just
I
a
guess.
little boy. Huh. I didn't know that. Anyways, that's fun.
And it was very expensive.
I've
Like,
never
it was like
taken shots
$60.
before, and I don't have any desire. How many people were there?
7?
Wow.
Yeah, they were pretty expensive.
I have no desire to buy shots at any place.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I bought a bottle of Hennessy because that was like what I always had planned on buying for my 21st birthday.
You got the bottle of Henny.
And it was $45 a bottle.
I think my favorite like hard liquor is probably Crown Royal. I think that's probably my favorite.
I don't know what mine is yet, to be honest, because I didn't really drink hard liquor
There's
until
just something
now.
about I mean, obviously the brand, but also
I do
just,
like Crown Royal a lot,
it's
though.
really good.
Yeah, I don't know what I
Mixed with
like.
Dr. Pepper, you can't even feel it. I mean, taste it.
You can't even feel it. Dude, you mix this with anything, you can't even feel it.
Can't even feel it.
I like it with Coke. It was really good with Coke.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, God damn it. I keep getting so sidetracked. Yeah, so I bought a bottle of Hennessy, and I bought... Oh, do you like Blue Moon? Because I got Blue Moon in the fridge,
I did
too.
notice that. I think I had that on New Year's Eve.
Oh, yeah, you did. I think you did.
I
Yeah.
got a tall boy.
Well, if you want one, those are exclusively for us.
good.
So, yeah, I bought Blue Moon, and then I bought Stella Artois
Oh yeah,
cider.
I have not tried that either.
Stella Artois cider.
So toi.
Soda pa. So it's not. I've never had real Stella Artois. But I like ciders a lot,
Artois.
and that's way better than Angry Orchard cider. Like
Really?
it's super good. Yeah, so that's what I bought, and then we went out with some friends or family, and in a meeting. That's very funny, Gavin. And then we went out with my brothers and my mom and my brother's girlfriend to a wonderful restaurant on Main Street called Tony's. If you guys are ever in the St. Charles area, you got to go to Tony's. It's literally my favorite restaurant in the world. Get the chicken modiga and tell them I sent you. They won't-
Oh,
won't mean
you know what?
anything
That
to 'em.
probably is really good.
Dude, it's
Is it a chicken breast, chicken boobs with
chicken tit. It's a big old chicken tit.
with like sauce on top?
It's a chicken. Let me talk you through this, Gavin.
Is it grilled chicken?
Hold on. It certainly is. Give me a minute.
Not that.
So
I was
Gavin-
singing the other one.
So Gavin, it's a grilled chicken breast with Provel cheese
On top,
on
melted.
top, or provolone. Sorry, excuse me.
Provolone.
Provolone.
If it was Provel, that'd be
So,
like
well, actually,
Emos.
Let me start from the top. It's like a, you know, like
I hate this so much.
you can stop drinking it. I can finish it if you want me to. So it's like, you know, like when they bring out fajitas and they're on those like cast iron plates. So it's kind of on one of those,
And they're like,
and it's like, so it's kind of on one of those because they like cook the cheese on there. So like the cheese gets like kind of crispy and a little bit like not burnt, but like crispy on that like cast iron plate. So grilled chicken, provolone cheese on top of the chicken and on the plate. So it's like a little bit, there's like cheese all around it. And then it's like a wine cream sauce.
mushrooms
Which is, there is mushrooms in it
on it.
and on it. And yeah, it's just a wonderful time. It's a wonderful meal. If you get that at dinner time, get the garlic mashed potatoes and tell them I sent
Oh, man. Man, you just keep talking. You keep speaking my language.
you. You just keep talking real sweet to me and you're making me horny. So you get that with the garlic mashed potatoes, and then you can get like a salad for like your starter. God bless you.
I had a Greek salad, I think, for the first time ever.
Does that have chickpeas in it?
No, I didn't have chickpeas.
All right.
It
No,
was-
does it have chickpeas?
doesn't
No,
have
that's a Mediterranean. Sorry, my bad.
No, the Greek salad was really good.
Yeah, Mediterranean has chickpeas. in
I
it.
love feta cheese so much.
I love fettuccine.
I love feta
Dude, feta cheese.
pretty good.
Feta cheese
That's-
can.
yeah.
I'd let feta cheese take it in the back door.
yeah. I think cheese is really addictive. That kind of cheese is addictive.
Vindictive.
It's got a vindictive.
It's kind of like parmesan.
Parmesan's
Parmesan's real salty, hard. Well, feta's not hard. It's
Uh-huh.
harder. But feta and salad, woo.
so good.
It's really good.
Greek.
Where'd you have a Greek salad at?
The hospital. There was Euro Day and the Euros were not good, but the
Oh.
salad was really good. I don't know how you could fuck up the salad, but
I don't know how you
it
can
was-
fuck up a hero, but
It was really good.
not the euro, but the salad. You're saying?
Yeah, I don't think you
Yeah.
could fuck up a salad. You can
Well, I'm just saying. I don't know. Well, I guess
after having like plenty of euros in my life,
Oh, sorry.
that was probably one of
Excuse
the
me.
worst I've ever had.
Wow.
It was basically like imagine like a long hamburger patty, and then like three of those next to each other. That was
Was it lamb or beef?
Yeah, I think it was lamb.
Okay.
I couldn't taste.
It was a little creamier.
Yeah, it was very.
It's probably frozen. I bet.
Yeah, for sure it was. It was like
I couldn't tell you if I've had a real hero or not, a real euro or not.
yeah, Hero's a different sandwich, dude.
Well, I'm saying it wrong, not on purpose, but yeah, I've only had we used to buy these like pre-made ones that were good, but it's like you got to do the real.
You have to go to a Greek restaurant and order a euro.
I will.
Okay, good.
I'm going right now. I just
And
put my order in DoorDash.
and order some Greek wine. Olive. It's
It-
just
it-
olive oil.
Olive wine.
Yeah, olive
salty
wine.
wine.
Yeah, that was actually one of my favorite parts of the salad was like the olives.
Oh, you like olives? You really do?
I don't know why, but it's just like when it's
Ugh.
that and feta cheese are
Go
just like
piss off a bridge, Gavin. Like that one dude in that picture you sent me. I don't like olives. I really don't.
I think it was a black olive.
I feel like Ugh.
So good.
Ugh. Nope.
Not
Not
with
even
the
on
pimentos-
not even on a
not-
pizza.
Now with the pimentos in the middle.
They all taste the same to me. I mean, a one with the pimento in it has a little bit more of a snap to it,
Yeah.
but a black olive is just like I don't even like it. I don't like. Do you like it on pizza?
Yeah, actually at Mod I
Here's my
ordered
email.
olives.
Ooh, only.
Yeah, only
Can I get an olive pizza? Yeah, not an olive guy here. Me right here, not an olive guy. It should shut off here soon. So you'll probably have another minute though. I bet you can probably just restart it now if you want to. Sorry guys, I know it's probably not the best to talk about the cameras on the podcast, but we're going to for this one.
I think you
So-
have 9 minutes left on that one.
Yeah, that's fine. Where was I going with that? Yeah, so that's what I did for my 21st. Oh, the drinks I got for my 21st because I didn't just go out to eat. I got for my first legal drink ever. I got a raspberry lemon drop, which is technically a martini, but it's not really. It's this one was vodka.
only drink martinis.
I only drink martinis. I'm James Bond. My name's Bond.
Hey, my name's James Bond. I only drink martinis. Hey, my name's James Bond, and I only drink martinis, huh?
So, yeah, it was raspberry vodka, lemon juice, or freshly squeezed lemon juice, and I think simple syrup, and then it had like a sugar cream on it. It was good.
My
Have you ever
first
had a lemon drop?
no.
It's good.
My first legal drink was I went to Schnucks, bought a 12-pack of Budweiser beer in the bottle, went to self-checkout, and they didn't check my ID.
Wow, at Schnucks they didn't. Wow, they did that to me today. They didn't check me. The first time I ever bought alcohol at Schnucks, they did check mine.
No, they didn't check mine again.
They usually do. That's crazy.
I know. I was like, that was the whole point of me going out. Is that you had
Well,
to
that's what
ID
I was
me.
going to lead to. Is so I got that, and then I got a Blue Moon with my dinner, and yeah, they didn't check my ID when I was out to dinner. And then the next day, a friend and I went to a fireworks store up in Hannibal, Missouri, which I can talk about too, and we went out to I guess it was technically a brewery that was a restaurant, and I got a beer there.
Brewery?
A brewery. And they didn't card me there either. So
They-
I was just like, what do I need this fucking thing for? So I haven't been carded since my birthday. And
That's
I've
good.
only gone out like a couple times.
I had I decided to play a little risky, play a little game. I think for I don't remember what the occasion was, but we went out and ate with my grandma, and I was like, I'm gonna order a Guinness,
Ooh.
and I ordered a Guinness, and
I
that
almost bought Guinness for you and I because I
No.
wanted to try it.
it's not.
Oh, I thought you
I-
liked it.
It's
You lied to me.
no,
I thought you
it's
told me you liked it.
no, it's okay. I said it was okay. I don't mind it,
Yeah.
but if I'm not eating anything with it, it's just not good.
Oh,
But-
really?
No, it's just straight up not good. It's a little. It honestly doesn't taste much different than this. It's just a little darker. If
Yeah.
you can imagine that.
And you said it's like thick.
Yeah, it's very thick.
I do want to try it. I
I
almost
mean, it's
did
not.
buy it.
I mean, it's not like molasses thick.
Yeah.
it's not like that. I mean,
Yeah.
it looks as dark as molasses, but it's not. And they have like different kinds. So I'd be okay with like maybe playing around with the idea of like getting the Guinness like coffee just to test that out.
Mm.
I saw that was a thing.
Oh, I did see that. I think I did see that.
But
That'd be interesting.
yeah, I didn't mind it. I know my friend Will did not like it whenever we drank it, but I
Yeah.
had like 2 that night, and it was just like it was just kind of sipping on it.
Shipping on that cognac.
I mean, it has a smell of coffee just emanating from it.
Well, like I was talking with my friend Blake last night, who's our friend Johnny's older brother, and we were talking about beers and stuff like that. Excuse me. And he brought up like Guinness, and he doesn't like beers that taste like coffee. And I was like, I don't know if I would.
It
either,
doesn't
but I'm not
taste
sure.
like coffee to me.
But he's also not a coffee drinker, I don't think. Whereas I am. I
oh,
drink
you
coffee.
might actually like it then.
I might. I'll try.
But yeah, so
You've sold me. You sold me. I'll take one. Oh, that was a weird hand. You have the freaking paper skin. Like I feel like I could just like
well, you can
rip it.
You can. I almost cut myself again. I actually did cut myself again.
On what?
I don't know. It just started hurting.
I cut myself on my arm right there. I don't know where that came from. And then I have a cut on my belly.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah. I just thought about it.
How'd
Wow.
that get there?
I have deep scratches on the back of my calves too from like somebody's like talons.
So Carson, do you have anything other than alcohol you'd like to talk about on today's episode?
Not really. Actually, I do. So I've been.
Tell me.
So we'll do this, and then we'll get some guests on because we are
Okay,
running-
yeah.
They've been here for a little while. We won't make
Yeah.
them wait too much time. So I want to do what you're listening to with a guest on. I have a certain guest in mind who I want to bring on for that. I
Okay.
just wanted to mention that.
Okay.
So because I know you're gonna be like, "Are we gonna do that?" We will. Calm down.
I don't know what I'm listening to.
I don't think I do either. I didn't have anything.
We'll figure it
I
out.
was hoping you would have it so that I could spend time figuring it out. I could figure
Hey,
something
listen,
out.
it's been a busy week.
Hey, listen. What you listen? So, I'm sorry. I know I'm dominating this podcast, but it is my birthday. So, and you told me you didn't really have anything to talk about.
If you want to hear about literally like my legs just hurting all weekend because I stood up all week, I'm okay.
Let me check. Not
No,
really. No,
I
just
didn't
kidding.
think
I actually
so.
kind of do. I mean, we can get there.
Nah.
I just have to tell you this though because I have been holding it back from you. I've been holding back. Oh, Gavin, I've been holding out on you again.
Damn it.
I'm
Not
sorry.
again.
So,
You're supposed to tell me everything, dude.
Gavin, this apartment has put me through hell and back.
But listen, it looks great.
It does look great.
It looks great.
Like, I don't know if you guys are noticing, but I have the first strip sticker up ever right here, and then I have a Chesterfield Cigarettes poster right above Gavin. Oh, wait, you guys can't even fucking see it. I'm an idiot. You guys will see it on the next one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I've had a...
The calendar's up of Alec Johnson.
I've had a half... Oh, that's on May. It needs to be switched to June. You want to switch that, boy? It's got a thumbtack in it, so you can just take a red out. So I pretty much finally have everything set in my apartment.
Yeah, I walked in. It was a completely different apartment.
Gavin walked in and he said, "Holy fuck." Gavin said, "What the fuck?"
What the fuck did you do to this, dude?
Gavin looked at me and he said, "Dude, this is not okay." It doesn't. Whatever. Stick it in any hole. That's fine. I don't care. It's fine. I'll have to patch it. It's fine. So, who is it? Is it?
John Bon Jovi this week.
Oh, it is this week.
Bon Jovi, everybody.
John Bon. All right, guys. I want to bring out John Bon Jovi.
Speaking of, no, I was kidding.
So,
I actually did watch a Don. Sean's been on like a Don Rickles, like,
really?
thing.
Oh, I'll have
Yeah.
to talk to him about Don. Don Rickles is long dead.
Yeah. Well, no, like 4 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, he's dead.
Yeah.
He lived to be like 100.
Almost. 1926 was when he was born. 1928 was when he was born. He was died whenever he was like 93. But yeah, we watched a Jay Leno, like Jay Leno
on Don Rickles or what?
with Don Rickles.
With Don Rickles. Sorry, excuse
Yeah.
me. I don't know if Don Rickles had a show or not.
He did, and he talked
Don
about
Pickles.
He anyway, yeah.
I mean, you can. What are you gonna say? I don't
No,
care.
no. I mean, he's just
Like I said, I'm dominating this show. So
he's very much like I guess my type of like me and Sean's type of humor. Or whatever,
I
at
think he
home.
would be too, but I just don't. I've only heard his name because
Yeah, because they
people
played
I-
Mr. Potato Head.
Did he really?
Yeah,
Oh shit, my ass! I didn't know that.
yeah,
Well,
but
no wonder you
not in
love
Toy
him.
Story 3 because he was dead. But
Yeah, because he was.
No,
long.
actually, he was still alive
yeah,
in Toy Story 3.
just not 4.
Wow,
Toy Story 4.
I didn't even think about that. Wow.
I wonder if he played. Sir.
Did they do the same thing with did they do the same thing that they did with Carrie Fisher, where they had just a whole bunch of
Dude,
sound clips of him,
Hated that in
Where
Star
they-
Wars
yeah,
so
they-
much.
where they had sound clips and like unused clips of her.
Yeah,
and
because she
him.
would barely say anything. But so when she was on screen, she was always just like, and it was just so awkward to me. I felt like it was so awkward. It was so weird to me.
Well, she was old, so.
Well, like when she was on, but she was dead at that point. So when they did the,
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
it was just very weird. Anyways, that's something I don't need to get into. Oh, what was I just even? Oh yeah, so my apartment. So I finally got everything set. I only need to get like one more thing, and then, as of right now, but obviously I'm gonna have to get more shit at some point. So I got everything.
I want this apartment full to the fucking brim.
I will fill. It is. Trust me,
Oh,
Gavin.
no, I know it is.
It
I
is.
stepped inside.
Did you not see this cabinet behind you? Did you not see how close everything is in this room? Wow. So
You can see the window in this shot.
and so
I'm just kidding.
I have I was just checking the time code. So I have been mentioning on the podcast for the last 2 episodes my dryer situation with my dryer. I've obviously told the whole story before, and as of last episode, I was supposed to get my dryer on Friday of last week, which will be a week ago from when you're listening to this. So that's when I was supposed to get it delivered from the company that owns my apartment complex. I was renting it through them like I'm renting my washer that I've had for 2.5 weeks now without a dryer. So
The
Friday-
saga continues.
next time on the dryer saga. So it was Friday rolls around. My plan was that if I didn't hear from them, I'd give them a call at like noon or whatever. I get a call from them at 11. Hey, are you going to be around? It was the people at the leasing office. Hey, are you going to be around within the hour or within the next? Are you going to be around soon are you home right now? Because the people are here we have your dryer and we have people here who are going to come by and deliver it. I said, yep, I'm home. Just, have them knock when they get here. And, and they can just bring it on in. That sounds good. She's like, okay, yeah, they should be over soon. So it shouldn't be any more time for now. Okay, perfect. So then,
You're like, oh boy, I can't wait for my
seriously,
dryer.
I'm like, finally, my dryer is getting here. Yes. So
Where was it?
we're going to get there. So I was getting ready to leave because I had to go run some errands when they called me and said that my dryer was here and it was going to be delivered. And so I'm like, okay, that's fine. I won't leave. I want them to get my dryer here. And I thought it was the maintenance people who were going to deliver it. And I had to ask them some questions anyway. So I was like, perfect. I'll just wait here for them to show up. And I can ask them my questions. I don't have to call anybody and bug them. I can just talk to the people right here, right now. So a half an hour goes by. I'm doing stuff around here because I had to anyways.
This is kind of how it feels whenever Carson says he's going to pick me up at a certain time.
It just drags on and on and on, and you just keep waiting and waiting.
Uh-huh.
Wonder what that's like. So half an hour rolls on, still not here. Not a big deal. I have one AirPod in playing a podcast very low, so I can make sure I can hear the door just in case they only knock and not ring the doorbell. But mind you, I'm doing a little bit in here with the door open, maybe a little bit in my bedroom, but I'm mostly out in my living area and kitchen to make sure I hear them when they get here. So another half an hour rolls by. It's 12 o'clock at this point. At this point, I'm just sitting on the couch doing things on my phone, just waiting for them to show up. I'm getting a little agitated because I'm like, okay, she said they're going to be here soon. It's been an hour. Another half an hour rolls by. 12:30 now. I'm like, I got to fucking go. I have shit I need to do today. Why is this taking so long? So I call the leasing office. Hey, this is Carson. I'm just wondering when my dryer's going to be here. It was supposed to be delivered, and I actually have to get going right now. So whenever they show up with it, if you just want to give them the key and just have them bring it on in like they did with my washer, that's no problem. That's fine. Oh, yeah, so they actually, about an hour ago, they actually tried to deliver it, and they said that they knocked on the door and nobody answered. I said, what? I said, nobody. I said, what? I've been here. I've been here the whole time. I've been here. I would have heard them if they came by. I've been here the whole time. Yeah, no, they said that they knocked and because they had 2 deliveries to do and you were the first one, and they said that they knocked and nobody answered.
2 deliveries
And
a day
so I'm
is,
like,
that's really hefty for a lot of people with one dryer.
so I'm
A
like,
lot to ask.
yeah. So at this point, I'm like so confused that I don't even know what to say. Because usually, if I would have heard that and I would have known how to react, I would have been like, I've been fucking here the whole time. What on God's earth are you talking about? Unless you gave them the wrong fucking address. But I was so taken aback, I didn't know what to do. I was just like, can they deliver it today? Because I thought this whole time it was the maintenance people was bringing it. But it turns out it was the people who they ordered the dryer from that were delivering it.
Oh.
And so I was like, oh, can you just have like a maintenance person bring it down? Like I'm here right now if they want to bring it down. She's like, oh, well, it's not the maintenance people delivering it. It's the company who we're ordering it from that are delivering it. And she's like, but don't worry. We have your dryer. We have it. We have your dryer. We have it here. We're just a little short staffed today, but I'll see if someone can bring it by in a couple hours. I'm like, okay, that's great. Just let me know if you can do that. But they can come in. I'm like, they can come in. They can bring it in. If I'm not here, they can bring it in. They can bring it in if I'm not here.
Holy shit.
So then I leave to run some errands.
You're like, oh man, can't wait to go back to my dryer whenever
That's what I
come
was
home.
hoping, but I was like, it's not going to be here. I get back at 5 o'clock. Dryer's not fucking here. So I call them again, and it's a different lady this time. Hey, my dryer was supposed to be delivered. I know you guys said you were short staffed today. I didn't know if the maintenance people could bring it by tonight or maybe tomorrow because they're open on Saturdays. I was just gonna see if that was possible. Oh yeah, so actually we have to have the people who we actually ordered the washer ordered the dryers through come back out and deliver it. And I know they're not available on the weekends, so we'll give them a call first thing on Monday. I thought you said you had my fucking dryer.
Listen,
Where did my fucking
Carson,
dryer go?
communication's hard.
Apparently. So
Well,
I'm
after-
like,
yeah.
you guys said.
After this, it seems like communication is the hardest fucking thing on this planet. For
It seems to me like the leasing office has been fucking lying to me this whole time. And they just keep lying to me. We for sure have a washer and dryer for you. We just don't know where the dryer is. But where's the dryer?
What am I looking at?
And then you don't have the dryer. So you had to put in a request for more.
What they did,
Knocking.
whatever they did, they left it on the side of the road, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we have your dryer," and they're like, "Look at that, look at it, look at that."
We have
fucker."
it. Oh, we see this dryer.
Oh yeah, we see it all right. We have your dryer. Wink, wink. We have it. Look at this bitch. He actually believes it.
Bitch. Look at this motherfucking shit. You think you have a
He
fucking
actually believes
dryer?
it. Well, Carson, I'm thinking, how about we get you in a good mood, okay, buddy? So, what do you feel like drinking, buddy?
What do I want? Maybe I'll have a Blue Moon.
Okay, and I'll go grab somebody.
Oh, thank you. You want to wait. Okay.
fuck.
Fuck.
Not the calendar.
Not John Bon Jovi. Yeah, you can bring someone in. I'm gonna finish the story up while you do that and grab me a Blue Moon. you just go boom. Ow.
Oh.
That's fine. Put some shoes on and have some
I
fucking.
took them off. I was fucking
Oh.
in my shoes all day, to say the least.
Yeah. So. Oh wait. Actually, wait. Come back because I want to finish this story before you bring someone on, because there is more to this. And while we do that, I'll do this. So. But there's even more. It's just gonna take a minute. Is that okay? You're gonna want to put your headphones on because there is more that I have to say. Like even other things that I have to bring up. Like trust me, Gavin, you are gonna want to hear this because it gets better. Like you think that story was fucking great, and I know you did. It just gets better from here. So, yeah. So, I say to them, I'm like, okay, I bring up this thing again. I was like, I was here, and you guys said that they knocked. I just want to make sure they had the right address. Yeah, I was the one who gave them the address. Like I gave them your apartment number. They should have been able to get it here. I'm like, okay, well, I was here the whole time. I was here, and so, anyways,
Wait, so this microphone works now?
it should. Wait, why isn't it working? Oh, wait, you got to turn it on. Turn it on. We can get a test on it. There's like an on switch. You see it? It might be on the bottom, on the other side. You see it? See the on switch?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, it's up there. My bad. Flip it on. Now it'll work. Now you can use that one.
Oh, okay. Now it's on. Okay.
So,
Okay.
God, dude, I'm just like. So, anyway, so I bring that up to them again. They tell me Monday. They're going to call them first thing Monday. I'm like, sure, fine. So, we'll get back to the dryer in a minute. Because Gavin.
That's what they said?
No, I'll
Oh,
get back to the
okay,
dryer.
okay,
Well, they will as well, but I'm also going to get back to the dryer in just a second. So, Gavin, it was
only Friday, dude.
this was Saturday.
Okay.
Wait,
2 days ago?
yes, Saturday evening when I got home from shooting a wedding.
From shooting up a wedding.
From shooting up a wedding with a gun. So, just kidding, in Minecraft. So I get home from the wedding. And as you know, as I mentioned, I think I mentioned on the podcast too. I think I abbreviated the story for the podcast. I had that water back up from my drain.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
The week after I moved in. And then it unclogged. They came out. They ran a line. It was fine. It was unclogged. But I had the water stuck under my floorboards. You remember that?
You got water underneath the floorboards.
So I've had the water stuck underneath my floorboards it was 2 weeks on Saturday, and I could not get it all out. I did everything I could, and I asked the lady the maintenance lady, when she came over, I said, is there any way you guys can get the rest of this water out? I don't know what he just said.
Can we bring back Drip Gaming?
So, And she's like, oh, you just put a towel down and you should be able to soak it all up. And I'm like, it's stuck underneath the floor. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I've been so busy that it's still been there. I did use a towel for a while, and then I think Friday, I like got a broom and swept as much as I could into the drain. But it just seemed like there kept being more water under there, which was weird because it hadn't backed up anymore. And so on Saturday when I get home, I check it every time just to make sure it's not overflowing or anything. And I'm looking around and I'm like, yeah, there's still water under here. I'm like, there's nothing I can do about it. And then I did mention to them on Friday when I called about my dryer. I asked them if they could get a wet to dry vacuum out here to soak up the rest of it. And they're like, sure, of course that's not going to fucking happen. And it's not going to happen anymore, but I'll get to that in a minute. So I knew that was going to happen. So I was like, whatever, I'll call them on Monday and bring that up to them again or whatever. So I'm looking at it. I'm checking it like I usually do. Still water. And I'm looking at the baseboard. So like my drain's right here. The baseboard's right here.
Yeah.
And like the baseboard right next to my washer, I noticed that like for 1.5 feet along, right above the baseboard on the actual drywall, it's like bubbled out at that bottom part, like an inch, like a half-inch bubble. And I'm like, why is there a bubble there? And so I'm touching the bubble, and it's like a bubble, like you do, and it's cold. And then right below the bubble on the baseboard, I noticed that the baseboard for that 1.5 feet area is like yellowish and black. And so I'm like, what the fuck's going on with that? So I wipe my finger along it. It's like wet because it's like sweating, and that black stuff is coming off. So immediately I'm like, mold. And I was like, I lost it at that point because I was like, I didn't even know what to do.
You started throwing all your new lamps. You started throwing your couch.
I started throwing lamps. I started throwing parties.
Yeah.
I was like, it's mold. Like, there's just no doubt. Like, I'm just like worst case scenario with everything at this point.
Fuck.
And at this point, I'm like, okay, maybe I'm glad that there's not a dryer because if this is mold, I would never catch it. So I thought it was mold. I thought for sure it was mold, and I thought it was for sure coming from the drain. But I was wrong. Because I called them on Sunday, and I called emergency maintenance because they're not open on
Services.
Sundays. And somebody called me back, and they were like, okay, we're going to have someone come out and treat it tomorrow being today, and we'll have a maintenance guy come out in the morning and check it out. I'm like, perfect. If that's...
Dude, not the guy again.
If you are... You just said my apartment number.
Oh, bleep that.
That's fine. I'll bleep it. Let me make a time go to that 1 hour too. So, sorry, I have to remember how to do this.
Not this guy again.
Not this guy. So, fuck, crap, crud. So So she called me back and said we'll send someone out first thing tomorrow to check it out. I'm like, okay, thank you. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, if they're actually going to do that, that's great. But I know they won't. I know they won't send someone out in the morning. So this morning, I get up. I make sure I'm up 9 o'clock sharp, as early as possible.
It sounds like a cat is in your living room.
I think there is. So we'll get these cats out of the bag. And so I get up at 9. I check my doors to make sure they didn't put a notice on it or anything. I'm looking around. Nothing's different. So they didn't come in while I was asleep, which if they did, I really wouldn't have had a problem at this point.
And then they take a picture of you sleeping. They're like, look at this fucker.
Look at this. Look at this dude in an apartment.
Look at this dude in
an apartment. So, yeah. So 11 o'clock rolls around. I have to leave for my
wedding.
My therapy appointment. My wedding. My therapy appointment. Everybody get therapated. So I have to leave at 12:30. So I'm like, I'm going to call them at 11 to make sure that they come in while I'm here so I can explain to them what the situation is. So I call the leasing office at 11. And I tell them the whole story. I tell them about how they're going to send someone out, how they told me they're going to send someone out in the morning. And I was like, do you know when they're going to come out? And they're like, well, the thing with these people is we don't have an estimated time of arrival for when they're going to come out. And see, this is the funny thing I'm just now making a realization of, because this is only like a couple hours fresh. And they were talking about the people who were going to come out and treat my floor for the water that had backed up. We don't have an estimated time of arrival. We don't know when they're going to be here, but we'll let you know as soon as we do. And then I also asked about the dryer, getting back to the dryer now. I said, were you guys also able to talk to the people about delivering my dryer? And they're like, yeah, we did that first thing this morning. Probably bullshit. And again, we still haven't heard anything back from them. And it's 6:32 now. They leave at 6, so I'm not getting my dryer today. So I'm going to call again tomorrow. So I'm like, okay. And at this point, I was like, okay, if you guys could just let me know what's going on with everything and let me know times and everything, that'd be great. So, and then she also asked, are you okay if they enter your place? I'm like, yes. Give them a key. They can come in at any time. If I'm here, if I don't answer, tell them they can come in. I don't care who it is. They can come in. I literally was just like, tell them they can come in.
Come into my fucking apartment.
Please come into my apartment now.
Break and enter.
And she's like, we're also...
The apartment number is...
So, and she also told me they're short-staffed. So, they're still sure. So, anyways. So, I'm like, okay, yeah, they can come in whenever. So, I go to my therapy appointment. I come back at 2:30. Nobody's been here. Then that whole time. I'm like, this is so stupid. And I had to go to the grocery store and get stuff.
You ought to put like some tape in front of your door. Or behind the door, so whenever somebody walks through.
Oh my God, saran wrap?
You'd be able to tell.
Put saran wrap so they get stuck in it.
No. I mean, just like tape. Tape
saran wrap so it gets on their face and all over their hair. Gets stuck in their hair.
Okay, never mind.
Gets stuck all in their hair and they have to rip their hair out. So nobody's been here. So I'll just be honest. I had to shit really bad. So I went and I took good number 2. And while I was on the toilet, I heard someone knock and I'm like, finally, somebody's here. I don't know who it is. I'm just glad somebody's here. Come in. So I get up with toilet paper, with dirty toilet paper in my hand. I open the door with the toilet paper. No, so I let the guy in, and it's the maintenance guy. The maintenance guy who is not on a schedule of what time he needed to be here. They just can come whenever they're available, just like me. So he comes in, and there's a funny story about him too. So he comes in. I tell him the whole story again, which he already knew. And so he comes in and looks at it, and he's like,
yup, it's fucked.
He's like, yeah, you're fucked. You got to move out. So he's like, first thing he says is he looks at it, and he looks at the wall, and then right above it is my washer hookup for water.
Yeah, obviously not the dryer one.
Not the dryer, because that doesn't involve water. So he looks at it, and there's 2 spigots on there, hot and cold water. And he looks at one spigot, and he's like, you know you have a leak here, right? And I just wanted to turn to him and be like, don't you think if I knew I had a fucking leak, I would have said that, you fucking wise ass? He's like, you know you got a leak here. And I was like, oh, really? Because I didn't know. I had no idea.
Oh, yeah. Carson knows what a leak looks like.
I've never seen a leak.
You've taken a leak,
just the vegetables.
Yeah, exactly. You've taken a leak. You've eaten a leak.
Taken a leak. I've eaten a leak.
Come a leak.
So I was like, oh, do I really? And he's like, yeah. He's like, the spigot wasn't turned on all the way. It still needed to be tightened down. So it was leaking and then leaking behind my wall. So the water that was in my floor was most likely from my wall, was from that leak in that spigot. And that's why that water was never going away. And so he's like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get something to tighten this down. And then he looks at the stuff on the floor. I'm like, but is that mold? And he's like, no. He's like, that's not mold. He's like, that's just a kind of mildew. And I was like, are you sure? And he's like, yes. He's like, and he said, yes, I have a mold allergy. Like, I would not fuck around with that if it was. Now, is he just yanking my chain? Who knows? But he's like, that's not mold for sure. He's like, I would tell you if that was mold. And so he looks at it, and he's like, I have this stuff. I forgot what the fuck it's called. That he's like, I'll spray on there, and it'll get rid of it.
Caulk.
I think it was called something kill. Something kill.
Milk kill.
Milk. It was a stuff called whole milk. So he's like, I'm going to go get that and spray it on there. So he comes back and he sprays it on there. I ask him about the water in the floor, and he's like, it'll go away. He's like, we don't have a wet to dry vacuum, but that'll go away. Now, mind you, this whole time, they told me yesterday that they're going to send someone from this place to come out and treat that area, and that's who they were waiting to hear back on what time they'd get here. So they just keep fucking lying to me. They just keep lying.
Carson, I don't know if you know this, but this has kind of been a thing for a long time.
Yeah, unless somebody comes out tomorrow and is like, I'm here to clean your floor, then they're bullshitting me through and through. So,
Oh, also, here's your dryer.
yeah, oh my God, dude. When I get my dryer, I don't even care. It's not even going to be any people as any connection to the people here. I'm just going to be like, thank you, and just start just be like over dramatic about my dryer being here.
God, I couldn't live without my dryer.
I'm going to open the door and my clothes are going to be dripping wet.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, thank God, you guys. You don't even understand.
I've been having to wring. Yeah. You leave puddles of wetness wherever you go.
Mind the puddles, guys. Sorry.
Carson, that was a 38
I'm sorry.
story.
I really had to tell you that. And I know you got a little bit bored halfway through, but it was very interesting. So that's what I've been dealing with. Gavin's so drunk right now. That's what I've been dealing with.
Who should I grab? Just whoever wants to go.
Tell me who's here. Give me the first letter of each of their names. Don't tell me their names.
Q.
Give me again.
J-A-Q.
J-A-Q.
Q.
Okay, give me A.
Andrew, come here. Get in there.
Well, I just way to ruin his name. So that's what I've been dealing with for the past little while now. Things are starting to get solved, though. I swear, I hope I get a call tomorrow that they have my dryer ready. You can sit right there. I'll introduce you in a minute, you dumb son of a bitch. You can put those headphones on right there. Wow. I know. Pretty fancy, and that'll be your microphone right there. So that's what I've been dealing with. I was just catching them up on all my apartment issues that I've had. So you'll speak into this microphone right here.
Got it.
All right, go and start talking. I'm going to get some levels from you.
Okay, I'm talking right now, and this is kind of how my voice is going to be, but it might get a little bit louder sometimes.
That's fine.
Okay.
It might get loud. How's it? How are you hearing it? Do I need to turn up your headphones a little bit?
We're chilling.
We're chilling? Okay. Yeah. I've been having some real issues, Andrew. And everybody welcome. Let's welcome Andrew.
Yay. Oh, okay. I was waiting a little button noise.
We got Andrew up in here. I just turned down the wrong one. Guys, so Andrew, what I've been introducing for the past hour now is that we're going to have some guests on. Actually, if you can, so you got that camera behind you that's pointing at me. So I'm going to have you scoot over that way a little bit.
Okay.
And then if you want to twist here, I can do this. But don't go too far because this camera's on you.
Oh.
Yeah, you're good right there. You're perfect right there.
All right, bet.
You're golden, pony boy.
I'm going to be a movie star?
You're going to be a star, and we're sending you to Hollywood.
Take off your clothes.
So, you got to go pee? Did you get me a blue Monster?
Oh, I forgot. We couldn't talk.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Gavin. Is that what you do on a fucking podcast? I'm sorry I'm making this a good podcast for once. So, what I was introducing that we haven't mentioned yet, well, I have mentioned, is that we're going to have guests on the show. I didn't mention who, but everybody, this is Andrew. This is Andrew of 360 Man fame.
Yeah, that's kind of
You were in Andrew, how do you feel that you were in an award-winning film?
Honestly,
How has it changed your life?
I feel like it's like I'm Tom Cruise, and like that's like The Outsiders for me, right?
Wait, like The Outsiders, like the movie?
Yeah, like because that was one of his first movies. And
Was Tom Cruise in The Outsiders, Gavin? I don't think he
maybe
was.
okay, that's
I
a
don't think
reference.
Tom
I don't
Cruise-
know.
You can look it up on my computer.
I don't think he was in.
Yeah, can we get fact checked on that?
I think he was too.
We got a team on that.
Can we cut that?
Can we get a team on that?
Hey, Andrew, we're just gonna go.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
So, Andrew and I and everybody have been friends for a while, and Andrew will be the first guest on this part of the podcast. We have a couple more pals that will be coming in here shortly. We're gonna cycle them through as soon as they get as soon as we drain them of everything they have. We're gonna get rid of them. But you're here to celebrate my birthday, Andrew. How do you feel? It's my birthday.
It's
Today
not
is my
today.
birthday.
Not today, but
Actually, it is. Actually, your birthday. Speaking of which, your birthday was just 2 days ago. You are now
yes, it was. Nasty 19.
nice 19.
Yep, got to pay for health insurance.
Yep. So Andrew and everybody else will not be drinking. It's just Gavin and I. I want to make that very clear to everybody at home. They will not be drinking. Do not worry.
I'm not.
It was just be.
Whoa.
I had my first beer live on the podcast.
No way.
I know, right, dude?
Dude.
It's kind of gross. Kind of tastes like.
Mm.
Kind of tastes like bread. Yeah, I know, right?
What?
I mean, I know you've never had one,
Never.
but it's just like bread. It's really weird. Kind of gross.
Like
I wouldn't.
yeast?
I just wouldn't try it. You had like a yeast infection, kind of.
Mhm.
You ever tried one of those?
You ever?
You ever scrape out some of your yeast from your infection?
Yeah. I mean, I think a woman actually did that. I don't know.
I don't want to know. Oh yeah, she used some of her yeast. I think I heard about someone using yeast. This is getting disgusting.
I couldn't tell if it was a joke.
I
that
think
story.
someone used their yeast. I could just completely be making this
and
up.
they
I have
just
no
got
idea.
addicted to it, right? They were like, "That's the best bread I've ever had."
Yeah, they use their yeast. So when you make a sourdough bread, you have to have a starter, and you have to use yeast in that sourdough starter. And I want to say I read somewhere that someone used their yeast
It was
in
like
a sourdough starter.
I mean, on TikTok,
disgusting.
like there's like these guys on TikTok, and they'll just post like the most like outrageous stories, like just to make people laugh and stuff. And I thought it was one of those a little bit, but it was like
Could've been.
it was the person, like it was a face in it, and she was like, "Yeah, never have I ever like."
Ugh. What's that's like you hear about. Not to get on the topic of girls, but you hear about girls like.
Girls
I guess
like,
it's a thing that
ew.
girls like try their period blood, baby. I've
What?
heard. Like they.
I
do a
don't
little-
know. Little thingy.
Anyways,
No,
we don't need to talk about girls.
I mean, even just like they'll like bottle their blood and give it to people. I find that
Oh,
really
yeah.
weird.
like wear like as a necklace.
Like
I've
just,
heard of that too.
mm,
Girls are weird. I think
Yeah.
that's why I'm not dating anybody because they're just kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean this is your podcast too.
Well, you guys have.
Yeah, wait, close the door all the way, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, it's been open. I was like,
Yeah, you guys were being loud out there. Holy shit! Did you
we
hear
were
me and
waiting
Gavin
for you
scream?
guys? You guys are in here forever.
Well, yeah, we started a little bit later. We started at like 5:30 or
Right.
5:20 we started, and then I told a very long story that drove Gavin to shit.
Mhm.
Here, hand me that. I'll get it. Do you, Andrew? You wanna actually? No. Whatever.
Andrew, you want to? Oh, wait, never mind.
Shit.
I kind of feel like Big Brother. Okay, I'm making another reference, but I'm pretty sure this one is right. Like Big Brother, they
We'll see.
have like those like they like cut or like reality TV shows, and it's like the one person, and they just like talk about whatever's happening in the TV show.
Oh, like they cut to a camera and it's like, yeah, so that's like that.
Like
You're
a
talking about?
confessional.
Confessional.
Yeah,
that's the word.
confessional. It's like, so what do you think about Derek?
Dashboard confessional.
Yeah. Uh huh.
So
Dashboard confessional.
I was just introducing Andrew to the audience as Andrew Bueller of 360 Man fame. Gavin McRaven of 360 Man.
Award winning.
It's true. It's on my mantel. My fireplace mantel.
One of my better.
One of your
movies.
better works, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right up there with
You're always wrong.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can't take it with you,
The
but you're always wrong.
only other video I'm in.
Were you in any other short films? I don't think so. I think just Quinn and Gavin and Christian, and that's it.
I was like, I was really just in like the You're Always Wrong.
You're like a really big
and
secondary.
I really wish it would have
character.
just stayed with that.
I think you should leave.
Andrew, so
right
like
now.
on my list of like people that I go to whenever actors, you're like here.
Right.
And
right.
like Gavin's like here, so
Well, what's funny is that like the 360 Man, it won that award, but like that's not even what I thought was like my best quote unquote acting. But also,
Yeah, we didn't even get paid for that. No, I'm just kidding. We did.
We didn't. Hey,
No, we did.
you shouldn't have, but you did.
We did get paid for it though.
You're welcome.
hey. But that day he was like, do you want to be in a video? And they had
Did
cross
I ask
country.
you the day of?
That was no, you asked me
No.
before, but it was like cross country state was that day, and I just like was lazy and I didn't organize a ride, so I was like, yeah, I'll go. He's like, if you don't want to, like it's okay, you don't have to. I'm like, no, I'll go. I'll go.
Because then, so Andrew, like halfway through shooting during the day, Andrew shows me like cross country state, like he's watching cross country state videos on his Snapchat story, And I go to Andrew. I'm like, oh, was that today? Or he was talking about how it was today, and he was like, oh yeah, they did really good. And I'm like, Andrew, were you supposed to be there? He's like, well, I could have, but I didn't. I had, we were doing this today, so I didn't want to miss out. And I was like, you didn't have to.
Well, like
miss
we might
out
win
on
an
that.
award for this, so I don't want to miss out. That's what I
we
said.
were all thinking that.
Yeah,
We
That's
were
what I
like,
said.
You
at
wouldn't
the
have won
time.
an award if you would have went to cross country state.
That's
for
true.
Sure.
You wouldn't have gotten $20.
You would have been like the third alternate,
Hey.
like third string alternate,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Weren't you?
I dressed so badly for that video.
You
I
did.
looked like a hobo.
You
I
did.
really looked like a hobo.
Andrew, let's be honest. You don't look any better now. So that's
I-
good.
No.
You're
the
fine.
camera,
No.
the camera.
You look
I
better
can't
now.
move the.
You look fine.
No, I can't.
No, I'm having him sit
Hey,
there because.
hey. Okay.
Wait,
I'm,
what did
I'm trying to move it. I look like an idiot.
No, you're fine right there. I don't want you to move too much because then
Right.
you'll get in the camera.
But I'm
shot.
looking at myself in the
You're,
camera, and
you're
I'm like,
fine. From my angle, you have so much. You could move like all the way over there, and you'd still be in the shot.
that white box.
Yeah,
That's what you have.
I'll be alright.
you got plenty of room. So, yeah, I just felt so unbelievably bad when you told me that because I was like,
You should have.
what? You missed
Making me
out on
choose,
it?
really, dude?
I didn't know. I had no idea.
Really, dude?
I'm actually gonna close my laptop. I don't even need it anymore.
Yeah, you don't even fucking need it. Yeah, so. Oh, it's all. It's not even
it's
fucking
off,
plugged
yeah.
in. So, that's Andrew's rise to fame. As he
Resume.
was, Andrew's resume. Is he was one of the starring roles in
Hey,
360 Man.
you gotta start somewhere.
You know, gotta start low. What are Gavin? What are some of Andrew's famous lines from 360 Man?
I don't know. I liked my like when you did like the separate interviews of
Oh,
like
yeah.
That
Those
was
were
actually
fun.
pretty good. Yeah.
I wish it could have been longer. It would have been better if it was longer, but I had to keep it in 8 minutes for my school.
Yeah, I know there was like
There's a lot I
I
cut
thought it
out.
was funny when he's like, "So what do you think 360 Man does?" And I get up and I do the
Yeah,
little spin.
yeah. Yeah, that was a fun.
Well, it was
fun video.
also, if I recall correctly, it was your birthday not too long ago too.
We just talked about
Oh,
that too.
yeah,
We missed
yeah.
out on that.
Oh, sorry.
Because I said it was my birthday, and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
man
Actually,
of
we
the
didn't
hour,
talk
my
about,
ass.
we didn't talk about that
Oh,
much.
are we allowed to? Are we allowed to?
You can say whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah. As long as you don't say the address like I did.
As long as you don't say my apartment number like Gavin did about
Hey,
20
live
minutes
leak,
ago.
Live leak SWAT call.
I hope I don't forget to cut that out. I did write it down though, so we'll see.
Okay.
But yeah, it was your. What'd you do for your nasty 19?
Honestly, not really a lot. Like, I mean, I'm gonna end up inviting you guys like after this, but
Oh.
You
we're gonna do a
uh,
little something, something.
you had
Oh. Why don't you give out an address?
didn't you go into Florida?
We did.
Yeah, how was that?
So there was a 4-day trip.
this, Gavin. You're like, did you go down to Florida?
I mean, you know,
I
I'm making
actually
it, I'm making
happened
it,
to.
I'm making it entertaining. It's entertainment value here, buddy.
I need that open.
Just sip your beer while I talk,
Yeah,
right?
okay.
I will.
So it was a 4-day trip, and it was all right. We drove down to Pensacola for 2 days, and then we went to PCB. It was a lot of fun, but it was really fucking stressful because, like, I hope my mom doesn't watch this. I'm gonna talk about
Well,
it for a
Andrew, she does.
Your mom actually just donated $20 to the channel.
I'm looking at the Twitch chat right here.
Send my son home right
Is that
now.
Andre?
Okay. we don't do the mom accent. We don't do the mom
Anyways.
Okay, so bro, she's like not bipolar, but like her mood swings like
Bouncing
so
off the
much.
walls.
And we brought our 2 dogs with us.
I saw that.
And it's 5 people in a minivan with 2 dogs. And it
Stress
was
is
just
high.
we drove down
Stress
there.
is high.
And yeah, like
And one of your dogs is pretty old too, right?
well he's the not senile, but he's the calm one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the little girl, and she just jumps everywhere and claws you and all
It's
that
this
stuff.
little girl. Shit.
I mean, like shit, like
She's like 2 years old. This little girl.
This.
I mean, but like what?
Anyways,
Wait, what? Okay.
so
Back to the trip, yeah. So it was fun. We're actually thinking about moving down there, so it was a trip to kind of like find that out.
I didn't know that. What's that about?
Wow.
What?
I
We're supposed
heard-
to move this year.
I heard about that, but
Yeah.
This is my first time hearing about this. I'm not even joking right now.
I don't know what to say, but
Wait. You guys are moving
Yeah,
not,
she
not for
wants
sure.
like it's for sure.
Oh,
to Florida?
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
my mom doesn't like it here.
I seriously had no idea you guys.
I heard about that.
Why did I not hear anything about this? Was this like a secret?
No. I mean, I feel like if anybody asks, like, I'm kind of like if you ask, I'll tell you. But, like, as far as, like,
Yeah, I wish I
just
would have been
being,
told that though.
No, that's fine.
Do
well,
you
we
guys,
didn't
have
move, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys know when you're moving?
Well, okay. We postponed it a year because I'm in college still, and so is my sister. We were talking about the Florida trip, but now we're talking about this. It's okay.
Well, yeah, because this is way more interesting. I had no idea.
Yeah, so she wanted to get away, and she was looking at a bunch of places, and we just decided to wait a year so she could save up some money. I really hope she doesn't watch this.
I mean, say whatever. You don't have to say everything.
Right,
so.
I'm going to.
Okay.
All right. Well,
No, it's all good. But yeah, so we just decided to wait a year, but
Wait for the music, please.
I really don't think there's a whole lot wrong with Florida except that like you just like you hear about like that Florida man stuff all the time.
Yeah.
and
that could be you.
Natural disasters, and they don't have basements. Like
Yeah,
basements
because
are
it
pretty
floods.
cool.
Well,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it floods, but it's got water there. They got water down.
Is that
in the-
necessary?
They got water. They got water down there in the Everglades.
I've heard that they got water in Florida.
Yeah. I don't know
See,
where
where-
from though, but
Okay, so anyways, postponed it.
Mm-hmm. She wants to really move this winter, but I don't think it's gonna happen until next summer.
Okay. Well, that gives me some time to get some things in order.
Okay. But as far as the vacation, okay, it was really fun. We went to the beach every day.
Nice. Were you guys
And-
close? How close were you to the beach? Because you said you stayed in 2 different places.
Right, right. So they were both 2 stars. The first one was pretty.
meh.
There we go. Okay. So yeah, the first one was and the second one was actually like it's like 2 different
Nice.
sides of 2 stars. You know what I'm saying?
Were you staying in like Airbnbs or hotels?
It was hotels. One of
Okay.
them was
'Cause it looked
Holiday
nice
Inn.
from what I could tell.
Yeah, Holiday Inn was the first one, and they had a pool, but it was like
Why would you have a pool in Florida?
That's why
Well-
my mom loves pools when it's close to the beach. I don't know what it is. I don't get it. Anyways,
I mean, like
not
it's
about
nice.
me.
It's nice when you're just like too lazy to go out or whatever.
Get
I'm
sand
just
in
gonna
your
go to
crotch.
some water. I'm gonna
Just
go to the
like-
nearest body of water. And
If you
jump
want
in.
water and not sand in your crotch,
Yeah. Or sand in your butt.
sand in your snatch.
Okay. So the pool, right? It's just like the way you see the whole place is kept. It's like you don't really want to go to the pool, you know.
Okay.
And then there's a
They
bunch
got
of kids
seaweed in
playing
it.
in the pool all day, and you're just like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
They got seaweed in it.
So how close were you to the beach each time, at each place?
Like 30 minutes, I'd say,
Oh,
both
okay.
times.
So you
Like-
had to drive to it.
So it was a decent amount.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Pensacola, we were really close. PCB, there's Panama City, and then there's Panama City Beach.
Yeah.
And what we were getting from the locals is that you don't want to live in Panama City, you want to live in Panama City Beach. You
That
know
makes
what I'm
sense.
saying? But yeah, it was fun. It's fun.
Yeah, I like that area. When we go down there, we don't stay in Panama City just because it's like super touristy and super
Mhm.
like busy. We usually stay like 30 minutes to an hour away. I can't even remember the place that
Tallahassee?
it's called. It's like 30A. Have you ever heard of 30A before? It's like the stretch of beaches on the Panhandle that's away from Panama City.
I think I might have.
Yeah, you might have heard of it. It's super nice over there. But it's just less busy and more like old people and timeshares and shit like that.
One thing that's
Like,
kind of
seriously.
like scary is like not only like the threat of natural disasters and all that stuff,
Yeah.
but you can sort of avoid that like where you choose to live. But when you go down and it's like Pensacola, like you're trying to go to the beach where like all the like the really nice hotels are
Yeah.
and like where just like all the actual beach stuff is, you have to go over these bridges and it's literally just straight water surrounding you. the whole
Oh,
time.
yeah.
yeah,
The long,
no.
and they're long ass
Long.
bridges
Mhm.
too.
Yeah.
And they get damaged. They get damaged from the natural
Yeah.
disasters. And so we went to like a general store or something, and we were talking to the cashier about like the best places to go and stuff like that. And he was like, "Oh, well, like I wouldn't take the bridge because it just got repaired. But, like,
Shit.
If you go around, like the bridge probably takes you like 10 minutes. But like if you go around, it's like an hour.
Holy shit.
So we just risked it for the biscuit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
that bridge, we've been to Destin, I think, twice
yeah,
now.
Destin's
And Destin, you have to take a long bridge to get to
Oh yeah,
in
yeah,
general.
yeah.
So I remember we drove across and it was just very like, oh shit.
They're always so long.
Wait, you
Bridges-
said your camera's doing a little thing with the text box?
You might want to check that one too.
Just turn it off and do it again.
With
Okay.
the thing and the thing.
So is Pensacola more? Oh really? Maybe the battery died.
We don't need him.
Is Pensacola more? Turn it on and then turn it off again, Gav. So is Pensacola more like inland? Because I know Panama City Beach is in the Panhandle. Is Pensacola?
I think battery died.
Okay, I'll change it in a second.
I'm very bad at geography, but I mean, in terms of like cardinal directions, I do think it's north of PCB.
Okay, so maybe it's I don't know. I always forget. I've never been to Pensacola. And
Yeah, I
I don't
really
know
like.
Panama City.
I mean, I like to sleep a lot, but like,
Do you?
I didn't pay attention like to what the maps of it actually looked
Okay,
like. Like we were
okay.
just looking at the directions.
That's
and
cool.
Stuff.
Gavin, do you want to take over and talk to Andrew for a minute? I'm gonna change that battery out.
Yeah.
But another
What was-
highlight.
Yeah, I was about to say, what was your favorite thing? Not just about your trip, but I guess just Florida.
Okay, my favorite
With
thing.
the prospect of living there, what's the favorite?
I honestly think like going down there, like the beach. It's not. I think it's healthy. Honestly, like you're getting like that sun all the time, and like my hair, like I have like a serious dandruff problem.
Yeah.
I'm dead ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, but while we were there, like we would go to the beach every day, and my hair would just be fine. I'd rinse it out with water when we got back.
That salt
And
water does really
yeah,
good things. for,
literally
like,
as soon as we got back, I take a shower, and I'm like, it's snowing in the Bueller household.
Yeah.
But the beach, it'd probably have to be the beach. Like you're sacrificing some things for it.
Yeah.
Safety.
Yeah. Safety. Yeah.
No,
honestly,
it's
I whenever we go to the beach like a lot. Like that's where we spend like entire
Mhm.
day. Like we don't do anything but there. And it's just really cool to like go to like a restaurant down like on the beach and like walk the beach and fuck the beach and
Yep.
yeah.
You already know. I think the biggest like not drawback, but the biggest thing you have to consider is that like most of the places in Florida like PCB, like Pensacola, it's more like low key, like more chill. It's like oh, like it's known for the nightlife, but it's like you're living there, like so
Yeah.
you can't like it can't really get old to you, or like you have to sort of be considering like, will I enjoy this in the long term,
Yeah.
But I think Pensacola is definitely a cool place to move. Jacksonville,
They got the Jaguars.
not so much. You just like 30% of the Florida Man stories in Jacksonville.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah. Well, also like a lot of stuff. I know I watched this YouTuber from Internet Today, and he's from Florida, and I think it's from like a suburb of Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very similar to that, where it's just kind of like it was a shitty place to grow up. It's still a shitty place, and people still live there.
Yeah. Definitely
I
like
think that's the thing about Florida, is that it's like, yeah, great beach, great water.
it's the
you know,
people.
It's the people that really make it not good sometimes. But no offense to people who live in Florida, but
Right.
I'll say it offense to people who live in Florida.
yeah,
Right. I will. I'll be going there, so you can make fun of me once I'm there. Definitely though.
Come back and be like, hey guys, it's me.
It's me. You see, I stripped naked and I ran across a
I
field and
catch
shit.
gators now. I catch all the gators
Well,
in the
yeah, that was
Everglades.
another thing as I thought about was like alligators. I mean, I've never seen an alligator whenever I went down to Florida, but
Mm-hmm.
the prospect
have.
of like gators.
You see them in the wild. I've seen them. In the wild.
That's not like my number one concern. I think that's definitely where
For
you
your
choose
dogs?
to live.
For your dogs,
If
maybe?
you live near a lake, yeah.
Pond.
I'm not tripping if they get eaten. Just
Me
kidding.
either. I'm not
Nah,
sure
I'm
if
just
they,
kidding.
if they get eaten tonight.
You know what I'm saying? What?
Well, that's great, Andrew. Glad you had a fun time on your little Florida trip, and thanks for telling me live on air that, well, not live, but on the air, that you're fucking moving. So
Hey.
gonna be depressed about that for the rest of the night. So
Shut up.
You'll get over it.
Don't flatter me. No, I was being sarcastic when I was about to mention a highlight, but you guys both know that Christian got like super sick on the way back.
Yeah.
I did not.
You did
Another
not
thing
know
I
that.
did not
You
know.
did not know.
I heard it
posted
twice.
on my story. I posted him. He's like,
I
never
don't
saw
think I
that.
saw that.
yeah.
Must have been on your private
pretty
story
bad.
that
Yeah,
we're
it
not
must have been
added.
Oh,
so- yeah.
come on. I never posted my private
I never
anymore.
saw it.
Okay.
I never
I-
saw that.
I might have been at work though.
But how'd you find out about it?
Spencer told me.
Okay.
And
Anyway.
then you told me. Literally like
So
12
tell me
hours
about
later.
it. Tell me about it.
Right. So, dude, we were in Alabama, so we really hadn't like made it that far back, and he had gotten fucked up the night before,
Okay.
and
Which we can say because he is in fact
he
21.
He is in fact of age.
He is in fact of age. Of the
But
legal
anyway.
drinking age.
So, he always like he never drinks anything or eats anything the night after, like or
Oh.
the morning after, and
Which you cannot do.
yeah, it like kind of bit back at him. It happened another time actually on his 21st birthday. He had to go to the hospital.
Oh,
But-
yeah.
Long story short, like he lost circulation in his hands and like sort of his feet. Like he was very like fatigued and stuff.
Oh, shit.
And like he was not looking good in the car ride. So we stopped. At first we went to an urgent care. That woman was nice and she's like, "Yeah, I think you definitely need to go to the ER." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me?
Shit.
Are you kidding me?"
Dude, you can't be serious right now.
You cannot be serious.
Yeah. Definitely a big bruh moment. So then the ER was actually the ER was actually 2 exits down from the urgent care and the traffic was like bad. It was like Friday when we left. Or no, Thursday.
So everybody's like, dude, I gotta get home.
And I'm like, "Bro, it's like a 20-minute drive to the ER." But
bro.
Yeah.
So tell me what you're saying.
So we get to the ER, the emergency room, and of course it's like super low key, and like there's just a woman sitting on a chair. I'm like, I thought it's like emergency care, like it's an emergency. So I literally, his arm is around me, and I'm helping him inside the place, and then she was like, "So what's going on?"
Well,
And we explained to her all that stuff, and then he goes to see like a screener, and she's like right next to the receptionist, and she's asking him some questions, and I look back at the receptionist. She's on Reddit. She's just scrolling on her computer. She's on Reddit on her computer.
jeez.
And so she's just scrolling on that, and she's asking him. The other lady's asking him all the screening questions, and
She's taking notes on Reddit. to
she's like,
post.
"So what?" So-
R// hospital stories.
Yes.
R/ my crazy ER
Yeah.
stories.
She's like, "Dude, this
That's
fucking
these
guy
fucking
right
weird kids
here, this
walking.
fucking guy right here." Am I right, guys? She's asking him like, "Oh, like what drugs do you do?" And he's like, "Well, I obviously drank last night." And she's like nicotine, weed. And he's like, "No." She's like, "Anything else?" Like definitely like getting a vibe that there's a drug problem around that place in
Yeah.
Alabama.
Yeah.
And so
Can I just say something? I fucking hate Alabama.
it's bad.
Fuck Alabama.
It's pretty-
Alabama can suck my ass. I hate Alabama. The whole fucking state can go fuck itself. I hate it. All the people are fucking rude. And it's just a shithole. It's
I
a
mean,
fucking dump. I hate Alabama.
Okay.
I think that was the place where I saw the most homeless people.
I don't
And
even
that
care.
was on the side of the street.
I
like
see
on the
homeless
side of the
people here. I
highway.
have no problem with homeless people. It's all other fucking mean ass people everywhere else. There's
When
pieces of
you're working
shit.
at the gas station and they're like, cash only.
Here's your boiled peanuts.
Yeah, that's like a thing. That's like a
It's
real
just-
thing.
They're not good. I'll tell
I
you.
thought
they're not
about
good.
trying them. I did think about trying.
They're just so weird. They're boiled peanuts in the shell, Gavin.
It's like they got
It's
crock
very
pots.
weird.
And
Yes.
you can like pour it yourself.
And they're the peanuts, like peanut in a shell. You get at a Cardinals game, but they're boiled in like some
like,
like
how do you get them open?
spicy stuff. You just like
You suck on them.
pretty much. You just like suck the
the
nut
boil-
out.
suck
You
the boiled
suck-
juice.
You suck the nut out.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the hospital. So
Fuck
she
Alabama.
screens us. That takes like 10 minutes, and then she makes us go sit back down in the front. She's like, "We'll get somebody to
Yeah,
come get
it
you."
always takes forever.
And I'm like, "Bro, like he's over here like."
Yeah, like literally not making fun of anybody. That's literally just how he
No,
was.
like his wrist, like, so like, his hand was like all flexed up,
That's crazy.
and the circulation, like, if you touched it, like, it felt
It was
like he
stiff.
wasn't getting any blood, and I had been massaging it like this on the car ride there.
I'm
Fuck you.
sorry. I
Fuck
tried
you.
not to smile, and I tried so hard.
So
I'm
like,
sorry.
I like,
couldn't.
I had started doing it, but then I looked it up,
Yeah.
and it's like it's supposed to improve circulation, and
Oh, okay.
he was sort of being able to go like this,
A
like,
little bit.
but it really was not his condition was not improving. You know what I'm saying? So it's probably like 30 minutes, and then somebody comes out, and he's like eyes closed. He's just sitting in the chair. I'm like, "Bro, she's here," and we
wake up.
get sent to a room, and oh my god, there's a nurse, and she asks us some of the same shit. Like, that's why
Yeah.
I'm like, definitely, I don't know if that's like everywhere at emergency centers, but it's like there's no communication between the receptionist and the screening lady and the fucking people in the ER. Like, why do you ask those questions if you're not going to tell the nurse and the doctor what you're fucking learning?
Yeah.
I don't understand that. She's asking the same questions. Like, do you do any drugs?
Drugs? Drugs?
Drugs on you right now?
Methamphetamines?
You
have
guys
any
ever heard of
amphetamines?
ecstasy?
Hey, give them.
LSD?
You guys have coke. Coke, please.
Acid? You dropped acid before.
You got a bump.
Please,
You got
I
a
need
bump.
it.
You got a
11-hour
bump. You
shift,
got a bump. You
11-hour
got a
shift.
bump. You
Coke.
got a bump. You got a bump. You got a
She's got a
bump.
really long pinky finger. Pinky nail.
Got any drugs? Either one of you? Come on.
No. The nurse was nice, and the doctor was nice, and he came, and he sort of like, he was probably the most competent person we had met, and it makes sense 'cause he's a fucking doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but by the time we got to see the doctor, it had been like 50 minutes. He leaves. We're waiting for like, long story short, it was like an hour after we had seen the doctor, and we're waiting. They were gonna do an EKG, and they were gonna do a electrolyte test
Okay.
to see if you need electrolytes. And me
That's what I was gonna say. Like,
Yeah.
drink a
I was
Gatorade.
surprised,
At
they
that point-
didn't ask him for like or not to ask him, but to give him an IV.
IV,
drip.
right? Like, or like
A
some
salt
fluids.
drip.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I guess it's like the drug thing, and they're like, we're not giving you anything.
Well, yeah,
Well,
I
just
would
give 'em a
imagine.
drip, though. That's
I would
so
imagine
weird.
I
that
know.
if they were to give like any type of thing that even had the slightest chance of like addiction,
Opiate, yeah.
yeah, any opiates or anything, they would have.
And I think,
They
and I
would've
could be
nicked it.
completely wrong here. I think if you're like certain drugs, if they give you an IV drip with like just salt in it, it can like really fuck you up. I think.
Probably.
Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I feel like I've heard.
Yeah,
that
I mean,
somewhere.
I feel like they wouldn't give him salt. I don't know. I feel
Well,
like,
it's a kind of drip that has like
Mhm.
not actual salt in it,
But
but has
salt
like
in it,
like
right.
like electrolytes and sodium, like to give you that kind of stuff.
Well, that's why I'm like, they like ask about it in the screening, right? I mean,
Yeah.
not maybe they don't like, maybe that doesn't happen. Like, they don't ask about it and it like comes up during that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he actually like throughout that sitting in the room, like once we actually got seen or whatever, he was getting his functions back and stuff like
Good,
that.
Good.
Yeah, I don't.
Maybe that was the
So
whole
what
point
did-
of
did
them
they
not
end up-
doing anything.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like, I mean, I guess maybe placebo effect of him being at a hospital, but I wouldn't get that placebo effect if I was there because it didn't feel like a hospital.
Yeah. Did they find anything out?
Well, it was funny. We actually just left. Like, we were like, it had been over an hour, actually. It had been like an hour and 20 minutes. And I was like, you just trying to dip? And he was like, yeah.
Yeah.
He had got, like, he was getting better. So we just left. Like, we didn't even talk to the receptionist or anything. We just left. Because they had gotten information off his ID, but we never gave them, like, any insurance cards. And I don't know what the fuck they were going to charge us for. A consultation?
Yeah.
They literally had not touched him.
Mm.
But yeah, that
That
fucking
sucks.
sucked. That
Yeah.
sucked. That
Well, I hope he's okay, and I hope that they can figure out what.
he'll be
'Cause I know,
alright.
like I remember him having that before.
I mean,
but
I
yeah.
feel bad for him, but he also just like needs to take care of himself.
Yeah. I hope that they can just figure it, because that's definitely not normal for that to happen
Mm-hmm.
like that. So I hope it's not anything too serious. But yeah, damn, that sucks. That's not a
That put
fun
us
way to end a
back
trip.
like 3 or 4 hours because they went
Sure.
to get food while I was with him in the ER. And then we got back.
Selfish.
Fucking idiot. We got back at like 5 in the morning, like back in St. Charles, and I was just drained, bro.
I would be too.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And then so we slept, and then that day, the day of my birthday, actually. So we had gotten back on the 5th.
Oh.
Happy
oh my.
birthday!
Wait, so where was the day that happened your birthday, or that was the next day?
It
I
was
thought you
the
guys were
next
traveling
day.
on your
It was the
birthday.
next day.
Okay.
So yeah, we definitely got back in the morning, and then I had Johnny's grad party that day. I had a friend's grad party, so that's what I did for my birthday.
Happy birthday.
So much fun.
Did you get anything for your birthday?
Wishes, birthday wishes?
Were you getting presents?
Best birthday wishes.
Possibly
wish,
got
huh?
some El Monstero tickets for my grandparents, but that's
That'd
it
be
so
cool.
far. Yeah, we like to see them. Yes.
Nice.
I think you had told me about the story, one of them before.
What El Monstero?
Yeah.
Oh, what did I say?
You said like the strippers on the side of the stage.
Oh my god, yeah, definitely like oh my god, it was crazy. The opening band was actually really good.
Yeah.
But then like El Monstero, it's like the visuals, like if like there's like some like 60-year-old dudes and they're just tripping LSD and they're just like
my brother Hunter goes to has been to a lot of El Monstero shows.
But like,
and is usually
And is
drugged
60
up.
years old
Yeah,
and on
dru-
drugs.
yeah.
dude,
uh-huh.
like if you were on drugs, like I couldn't imagine. Like I literally could not imagine. Like, and they had strippers, so the ladies like GTA strippers.
They get naked? Did she get naked?
No, but like,
Fuck.
oh my god, there was this one sax solo too, and the dude is literally, I kid you not, he's like walking around the whole goddamn stage, and like he'll be like blah blah blah, like up against some strippers and shit, and be like blah blah blah.
That's
Yeah.
kind of hot.
It's kind of.
Dude, can I get some tickets to the show?
Yeah, definitely. It's not one of those tickets where you're like, dude, I gotta be up in the front.
Yeah.
So it's chill that way.
Cool.
Yeah, if it's at Hollywood Casino, you'll be great.
Will it be outside?
Yeah.
Because they usually do it
Yeah.
at the.
Hollywood.
Don't they? Yeah, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. Yeah. Well, Andrew, thank you for coming on. I think your time is well up. I think we're gonna have you bring in someone else. Remind me who is here by just the first letter.
JQ. And I'll go check.
Where's SS?
I don't know.
Do you know where SS is?
No, I was about to ask
Yeah,
they/them for a ride,
but you didn't. Or did you?
but I didn't. No, my sister took me, and she was like,
Oh, Johnny didn't take you?
No. I was actually gonna ask if my sister could come.
Yeah, she's in the group chat.
Right. So that's what I said to her. Like I didn't think you'd have a problem, but I didn't think you were expecting her either.
It's just those two?
Yep.
Do you want to, Gavin or Andrew, can one of you contact SNS and see where they are?
Yeah.
See when they're coming? Because it's like 7:13 and they're supposed to be here at 5:30.
I honestly I could not tell you what they're doing right now.
Well,
Well,
are you going to call him, Gavin?
Yeah, I'll call.
Okay. Well, Andrew, we can talk for a little. Actually, Andrew, if you want to send in Q, can you send in Q for me?
Yeah,
QAnon?
QA9.
QAnon.
All right.
Mr. Q Anonymous. Thank you, Andrew. Andrew Beeler, everybody. He'll be here all week. And everybody give Andrew a happy birthday, even though it's going to be after his birthday as well. And that's him running off our soundstage. Well, guys, so that was our first guest of this extra special, extra long episode of the It Takes All Kinds podcast. And I'm just remembering that we're going to have to wrap this up here soon. Oh, we have our next guest in here. What are you drinking there, bud?
A little Coca-Cola.
Ooh, a little Coca-Cola. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Here, there's a coaster right here if you want to put that up there. Wow. If you want to pop those headphones on, you might want to wipe them off because they're in Andrew's dirty ears. And Andrew's disgusting, dirty, gross ears.
That's a fact. He's also Brazilian.
That is true. And you know what comes from Brazilians.
Dirty ears.
Dirty ears. Is that racist? Are we going to get canceled for that?
I think we'll be fine.
I think we're fine. Andrew said something that we had to cut out. Or he did something we had to cut out. So that's your microphone. You can speak right into it. Can you
Yep.
hear everything okay? Can you hear me all right?
I'm hearing you good.
I'm going to have you come, if you can talk a little closer to the mic or maybe a little louder, I might boost you up.
Yeah.
What'd you just say?
OTW.
Oh, okay, cool. Sweet. I don't know what took them so long. We're speaking in codes about SNS.
All right, so.
Oh, okay. DTF.
We got 45 minutes.
Yeah,
At
How-
least. We got like 30 minutes.
How
so
many clicks is that?
How many knots are we
We have sound effects.
I don't know, Quinn. You tell me.
Okay.
Oh, that's your mic.
What are we talking about? We go. What the fuck is that?
It's a human eating a peach,
I
Quinn.
don't like that. I think we should delete that.
How about this one?
No. I don't like that either.
What about this?
Yeah, I like that one. That one's pretty good.
So, Quinn.
Okay.
Everybody welcome Quinn Gallagher
Heyo!
to the It Takes All Kinds podcast. Quinn is our second guest. Andrew went a little long, but do you know he's going to be fucking moving?
He's pregnant. Yeah.
He is pregnant. And we're so happy for him. You know he's fucking moving?
He's moving.
Yeah, did you know that?
No, he didn't tell me.
No, he didn't tell me either.
What the
He just
fuck?
told me for the first time on the podcast that they're moving.
Jesus. All
Moving
right.
to fucking Florida.
What?
Yeah. Oh shit! I almost spilled my blue moon.
You can't be doing that.
Yeah, I can't. I'm drunk as hell. Just kidding. I'm not drunk. Neither is Quinn because Quinn is not 21, so Quinn will not be drinking. Neither will
Absolutely.
Andrew or no one else. I just have to give that disclaimer every time. I don't know if you've ever had a beer. I had my first beer.
I
live
actually
on.
haven't.
I haven't either. I had my first one on live on the air.
Sound effect.
Quinn, I'm gonna take a guess and say you've never listened to an episode of this show.
I tried. One time it was the farmers,
Okay,
farmer
okay.
episode, and I was in my little frat house. I was in my room playing some NHL, and like I usually listen to podcasts while I play.
Oh, you're a
while
podcast boy.
on the occasion,
Okay.
and I was listening to it. I remember you guys said farmer a lot.
Yeah, we were talking about farmers.
Yeah, and after like 30 minutes, I turned it off.
Were you bored?
I was a little bored.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Well,
God
it's
damn.
fine. It's fine. I get it. That's like a lot of people. I was telling, you obviously know Blake, Johnny's brother.
Yes.
He came over last night and visited, and we were talking about that. He's like, I'll be honest, I don't listen to your podcast. I'm like, I understand. I'm like,
and-
I get it.
The main problem is I know you and Gavin.
Yeah.
I know what you guys would say. And
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I'll just hang out with him in person. And
Yeah,
listen to
I'll
him.
just hear this exact same thing.
Yeah.
But you don't hear all the funny bits. I know you like to be funny, Quinn.
I'm a funny guy.
You are a funny guy. I've always said that. Yeah, I don't blame you. That's like most people. They're like, I saw you doing a podcast. I haven't listened yet. And I'm like, I get it.
Yeah.
You really don't. Just don't even bother with it because, well, especially if you're someone who doesn't listen to podcasts, it's just like, just don't listen to it because you're not going to enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
What is taking Gavin? Every time Gavin leaves to go get somebody else, he's gone for a long time. But this is also his show.
He's going to the rig room.
He's going to we got a rig room here. We haven't brought up the rig room on the podcast.
That's true.
That laugh was funny. Quinn, are you comfortable with talking vaguely about your job?
I'm
Are you
comfortable talking just anything about my job. Absolutely.
So we can say where you work. We can say that you
I work
are
at
a-
UPS, not disclosing
Not say
what location.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you for not doing that because that would be the second thing I'd have to cut out. Gavin gave away my address earlier. Literally, he did. This is the first time we'll ever have to cut stuff out of the podcast, but I wasn't surprised.
Not the Drip podcast.
No, we had to cut.
The original podcast.
Do you remember the one thing you said that
Yup.
I had to cut out?
Absolutely.
Of course. One minute you. So you work at UPS, and what do you do at UPS? Because I don't know. This is the first
okay.
time I've talked to you since you started
Yeah.
working there, which was a week ago, last week?
Last week I was trained. This week I'm
Officially working.
yeah
As a...
as a loader. So I am in a trailer.
Hold on. Do you have your forklift certification?
Sadly, I do not.
Ah.
I do not. I don't even think there's fork. I haven't seen a forklift in there, but there's like little.
I've never seen a forklift.
No. UPS very anti-forklift. But there are sorters who take packages off these rollers. That's what we call them.
Okay.
And then these rollers go into the trailer. And then I take said packages and I try to build a little wall with them into the trailer.
Okay, build that wall.
And it's very hard.
You did hear me.
Build the
That
wall.
wall.
Build the wall. 4 more years.
And
Goodbye, bye.
it's just
Goodbye,
pretty
bye.
hot. We have to average like 300 boxes per hour. It's ridiculous.
Okay. So
So it's like a trailer in the back of a warehouse.
It's so there's like slits in a wall.
Sean
There's-
really likes that word slit. Make sure when you
Slits.
see Sean, you say slit to him.
So they're like as big as a trailer. So these truckers back up the trailers, then we load them.
So you're loading like tractor trailers,
Like
like big
big trailers. Yeah.
like semi truck.
Huge.
semi trucks.
It's gonna be huge.
It's gonna be huge. I call them
Gonna be
tractor
huge.
trailers.
United States.
I call them tractor trailers.
And yeah, we load them in there, and then they take them to wherever they take them. The ones that I work on, they usually go to like Washington or Oregon.
Wow.
So, yeah,
Okay, so you're taking boxes and putting them.
I put
onto the
them on a
truck.
trailer. That is correct.
So now on the trailer,
So why did you
It's
help
not
Carson
like-
move here?
I just didn't like them near my house.
that's true. So I've always wondered this.
Okay.
Is a UPS trailer set up where like you're putting stuff on either sides, or are you just like filling the whole fucking?
You are
thing up?
filling the whole thing, and
'Cause then
you're
it's
just
it's
moving
being-
back.
and they're just taking it straight to Oregon or wherever,
I
or then they will unload it and sort it.
I assume so.
I've never seen
I
it
don't-
happen.
I don't know that for a fact.
Excuse me. Thank you, buddy.
You're welcome. But there, yeah. So I'm a loader. I could. Excuse me.
Going out to eat.
um, I could have been an unloader or a sorter. They put me as a loader, which is
Okay.
where most people go.
Would you rather be that, or would you rather be a sorter?
I would rather be a sorter, but that's usually for fragile, weak people with not as big as muscles as I have.
I just took a pliers and I cut the prick off my Mr. Potato Head.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm
He has a
saying.
point there. But yeah, I'm fine with being a loader.
Has your back started killing you yet?
I'll say.
It does while I'm working, but they tell you to lift with your legs. UPS tells you to lift with their legs. not
That's
your
what
back.
Kane sold me too.
Lift with our legs, not your
back.
Your legs.
Brad.
But
That's what Kane sold me too.
absolutely.
How much
Yeah.
loading did you do at Cane's?
Quite a bit. We had to load a lot of stuff,
God bless you.
like on the shelves.
But it's just easier to use your back, so that's what I do.
You won't be able to walk whenever you're 50, but at least you're getting it
You
done
will
today.
have
But I'm making
scoliosis.
18 an hour right now.
Yeah.
so
Are you
I
really
don't-
making 18?
18, baby.
That's
Put it
more
there.
than me. That's more than
Bang.
me.
Damn, and you're a pharmacist.
Kind of.
But
Yeah, pharmacist tech.
Yeah.
today kind of sucked because we were just so
Intern.
packed we didn't get a break. So we usually get a 10-minute break every day. We didn't get it that today.
Wait, hold on. How many hours did you work?
I worked from 12
A.M.
to
AM?
No, no, PM. 12 p.m. to 4:45.
Is that your usual shift, or are you scheduled? Whenever?
So when I signed up for it, it said 10 to 4, but they like release the times accordingly to how many packages are coming in a week.
Okay, so you work like 4 to 6 hours.
Yeah, I would
Oh,
say
that's
so.
not that bad.
And every time you go over 4 hours, you get overtime, so
Good.
that's very nice.
Good shit. That's not bad. That's I was expecting you're like I work from like 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. or something. That's
Yeah,
what
that'd
I
be
was
crazy.
thinking.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. I think people who do like double shifts do that, but I haven't
Yeah.
done a double yet.
Don't
But
do a
it's
double.
only my second week.
No,
You will
don't
have
do
to
a
around
double.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Don't do it. You will, yeah. Probably
won't-
on
he won't be
Christmas.
working.
I probably won't be working there. on
No,
Christmas.
you'll be done in the summer.
Somebody's here.
Hey-o.
How can you hear that? That's so loud. Is the door closed?
Yeah.
You don't have to. It's unlocked. They should just be able to get in.
They probably just want
You don't. Whoever's out there can let them in. You don't need to get it. Gavin, you don't need to get it. They got it. Does he not know there's other people out there? They can be loud. It's
No,
okay.
It doesn't.
Well, how you liking it?
Honestly, the people I work with, very great. They're great people. Besides the people who come on during the shift after us, which I think is twilight. I'm day shift, then they're twilight, and then there's night
Like Twilight with Bella.
with Bella Moon.
Bella Moon.
With
That's
Bella.
my favorite porn
with-
star, Bella Moon.
with Bella Porsche.
Oof, yummy.
But those managers are just dicks to you because they don't give a fuck about you. They care about their loaders.
Like, how are they dicks to you? Like, what do they do?
Today, it's the first time I met one of them, and I was getting off a trailer, going to another trailer because I just finished that trailer. We were about to leave. And he's like, "Are you using your scanner?" And I was like, "I mean, I probably will. I'm going to another trailer." And he's like, "You're not using your scanner anymore. Let me see it." So I'm like, "All right, you
Okay.
could have said
Please.
can I see your scanner, please?" He's Twilight. He needs to load another trailer. You can just load iron, which loading iron is just things that don't go on the belt because they're too heavy.
Okay.
So there are people who just load iron into
Yeesh.
trailers because they're heavy.
Big guys.
So yeah, huge, absolutely, just big,
Absolutely fucking massive.
gargantuan.
Yeah, I made a mistake today. There's this thing that there's this commission called the Joint Commission that comes to hospitals and grades them.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
today what I did, my manager is
Thank you.
freaking out about Joint Commission coming tomorrow. I think they're
Coming.
coming tomorrow.
Coming.
I think
Wait a
they're
minute.
I think they're surveying tomorrow, or investigating the pharmacy. Just like look at it, just like check it out. Yeah, and
Come.
he
Quinn didn't hear that one.
I had not ever worked with chemotherapy drugs before.
Okay.
So
How are they? Did you smoke them?
well, no,
Oh,
nothing
yeah,
like
let me ask you a
that.
question. Are they anything like ayahuasca?
Like they're edible?
Come.
So
Anyway, sorry.
so
I don't mean to make fun of your.
we have like these 2 polls that we do a day. There's like there's a morning poll. I'm not kidding. There, and then we pull them out of this carousel. Anyway, we pull them out of this drug thing. Yeah, exactly.
okay.
We pull them out of this thing that dispenses the drugs. And
Okay.
then they are in the fridge because they're chemotherapy drugs.
Oh yeah.
and
that'd
I
be
didn't
cool.
know. I didn't know that.
Oh, you didn't
so-
know they had to be cold?
I didn't know they had to be cold. So
Oh.
whenever we were doing like that afternoon poll,
Did you spit on them
no,
to make them colder?
I didn't know that I was supposed to put them in the fridge, or I didn't know I was supposed to put them in the fridge. So the manager comes up and he's like, guys, who put this drug? Who left these out here? And I'm like, I was like, oh, I didn't know I was supposed to do that. And then he like goes up to like, I guess the person that was supposed to be training me, and he's like, hey, was this part of the poll today? And then she's like, yeah, like we did it. And he's like, this was supposed to go in the fridge. And I was just like, whoa.
But he was mad at the person who was training you, not you.
Yeah. And
Okay.
I was just like, well, I mean, that's not. I was like, that's more my fault, but also like
I didn't know. Yeah.
So
Huh. Interesting. So did they have to throw those drugs out, or were
no,
they
they
good?
just put them in the fridge.
They just let them smoke it all.
Yeah.
They like
They
Kevin
went to-
smoked the rest.
They
took
can't
it-
go to waste.
They took
so
it to the lactation room and they just ate it.
Lactation room, right? Like,
Come.
Exactly.
well, that's very interesting. Quinn, I'm sorry, but I am gonna have to kick you
Fuck
off
you.
because we are running late on time and we have 3 more people to get to. I want to keep you on, Quinn. I want to say right now, out of anybody in here, eventually we're gonna have you on the podcast. Just you.
Bang.
And maybe if Gavin's out 1 week, I can have you come on. It'll just be you and
I'll
I.
be fine for that. I'm free Fridays and Saturdays.
Are you off both of those days?
Yes.
Ooh,
Work 5
maybe
days a
we
week.
can, we'll figure something
I'm a
out.
big work guy.
Big work guy over here. Okay.
I'm just a big guy.
Well, thank you, Quinn, for coming down.
Well, thank you for coming.
Thank you
Come.
for.
Thank you for telling us about your work time.
Yeah, that was fun. I appreciate you coming out.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Quinn Gallagher, who has starred in, I think, more short films than anybody on the Drib channel. I
I'm
like
a
those
fan.
shorts, by the way. I'll take
I'm a
them.
founder. Thank you.
He's a founder. He actually is. Quinn is a Drib founder. Got a little piss stain on your shorts, bud. Quinn, can you send?
That's actually come. Thank you.
Quinn, can you send in? I want you to send in. I'll just say his name because there's 2 of them. Send in Sean. No. Yes.
Yes.
Send in Sean, please. Oh, Kevin.
See, I am just so anxious about saying anything about my work because I just remember during training they were like, don't tell anybody about our business practices.
Oh,
Don't tell
really?
anybody. And I was just, but that's not really a business practice. That's just kind of what we do.
Well, it's that. It's like don't tell people about how we do it.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody does things. I mean, you're not saying anything that's out of hand.
No, I don't think so.
Are you saying anything you want to cut? Because just let me know. Okay.
No, I don't think
Because
so.
I don't think you've said anything that you shouldn't say.
I heard that.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Here he
Sean heard
is.
that.
Fuck. Well, the cat's out of the bag. Sean McRaven wearing this Nike shirt for the 17th time. So that one's on me. This one's gonna be on you too. So just make sure you don't block that camera.
Oh.
What are you drinking there, buddy? Coke, Dr Pepper,
Well, Coke.
low Coke, as Quinn said, low Coca-Cola. Just situate yourself however you need to. Wow, just taking that charger.
That's mine.
Yeah, that's Gavin's anyways. That's your brother's.
Hey, thanks, Paul.
Sean, you got some headphones right there. I would suggest wiping them off since
earbuds.
Quinn and Andrew's crusty ears were both on them. Andrew? I know. Quinn's like, yeah, he is Brazilian, so. Which is a good point. Come. Guys, I just want to welcome a good friend, a brother, really, to the podcast stage. You have to come up here.
I can hear the sound effects.
Mr. Sean. What's your middle name? Shit. I don't remember. I don't even know. I don't know Gavin's middle name.
How close do I have to be? Like this close? Or-
Yeah, I would get right up on
bigger?
that. I would
Be
get right
back
up.
here?
No, I would get right up on that baby girl. Like where I am. You see how close I am to this
Oh, I
little
can move.
boy?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's better.
I wouldn't. Yeah, you'll be good right there.
Okay.
But you'll want to talk into it, and right now you're doing absolutely not that. Yeah. So we got Sean here, Mr. Sean McRaven, who is the brother of Gavin McRaven, who's casually on his phone,
Hey, come on.
like it's
Sorry,
nobody's
yeah.
fucking
Up here,
business. Up here, Robert. So we got Sean here. I'm trying to think of some famous drib scenes that Sean's been in.
So many.
Pizza Slap 2017.
Obviously.
What famous videos?
What's
has he
inside
been in?
my son?
What's inside my son? There
my
we
God.
go.
Oh,
One of
actually,
the most famous drip videos.
Someone that I've known since preschool Snapchatted me. He's like, man, I just I had to go on Drib and rewatch your What's Inside My Son video. I'm like,
Oh really?
Like, why would you?
It's a
Why'd
great
you go to-
video.
Yeah.
I like it.
I mean, it's a good video, but
You're just
the
like,
fact that it was
"Ugh."
my freshman year and I was still prepubescent.
Yeah.
You know. It's like, oh, glad you remember that of me.
Oh man.
You haven't seen me in 2 years, but you know that's what I look like.
You haven't talked to me in 2 years, but thanks for remembering that one thing about me.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, that was a fun video, and just like how it took off.
Yeah, I'm lucky
It's
to not
crazy.
have had friends whenever I was prepubescent.
Oh.
Yeah. Excuse me. So, Sean is here. Sean, as you may have known, it's my birthday. Not really, but
Happy birthday,
thank you.
Hank.
Did you get me anything?
Yeah.
What'd you give me?
It's in my car. Actually, I brought it in already.
Oh, the thing we talked about? Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
It's in the toilet.
Yeah, but what is going on, dude? This is your show as well. You're
just
like leaving me
bored.
hanging over here.
I'm bored.
Well, let's
He's
stop being
shy.
bored.
It's my
He's
brother.
shy.
We keep it's my brother. I see him every fucking day.
He's a big crush on me.
Yeah.
Aw.
I'm nervous.
Aw.
I'm nervous.
Oh, I need like an aw.
Yeah, you do.
He had to tuck in his
Talking his beignet.
Tucking my
little chub
camel,
and tuck.
Yeah, my camel toe.
I should have played that for
Yeah,
Quinn. I
like
should have
that
played
one.
that
That's
for
a good one.
Quinn.
Yeah, you should.
Damn it.
What was
Yeah.
my intro?
You put in the
We just
slit.
applauded.
Yeah, we just.
Oh, Quinn was talking about slits,
Slits.
earlier, and I was like, "Oh, make
I
sure
like
you
slits.
make sure you, I was gonna say, make sure you bring up slits to Sean."
I just finished making pasta. We had a beautiful dinner.
Robert De Niro.
No, it's
Uh.
Tony from TikTok.
Don't.
Don't, hey Tony,
Oh, Tony. Okay, I don't.
hey Tony.
Know.
Sean, what are you up to? I mean,
What are we
like,
talking about? You don't
got,
have any
like-
questions for me or
you got
anything?
a movie coming out
How's-
soon or something?
How's- So, what have you been doing this summer, buddy?
Yeah, what do you what have you
What do
been
you
doing?
What do you got planned for this summer?
That's such a broad question.
Well, I mean, we
Narrow
talked
it down
about.
a little bit.
Okay, what have you been up to this summer?
You know what I'm up to. Don't lie to me.
Okay, I know.
Okay, well, this is called
Exactly.
Sean. See, here's the thing. This is called a podcast.
You're supposed to like entertain.
A lot of things I know about
You
Gavin, but
gotta
he'll
give me something to
reshare.
work with. You can't just say.
Okay, what have you been doing this summer?
There's
What-
a lot of things I've been
Okay.
doing this summer.
Okay,
so
narrow
let's
it
hear
down.
some of them.
You narrow it down.
Say some of the things you've done this summer so far.
Baseball.
Okay.
How's that been going?
How's
A
that
lot of
going for you?
baseball. A lot of baseball.
How's it been
We
going?
just had the first week.
Really, first week?
Yeah.
Wait,
We
wait,
already
wait.
did.
But you're in 2 leagues right now.
I mean, basically one. Because I was going to do both of them, expecting the schedules to work out. But basically, I can only do one league because they interfere with each other.
So are you not doing the one with Spencer anymore?
Right. That's Legion.
Ooh.
I'm doing just a collegiate league.
So that's pretty sad for Spencer.
Yeah, it's
Sad
like
times.
it's like a league that's like a step down.
Oh.
Well, I mean,
We'll have to
I
bring that up
wouldn't
with
say
Spencer when he comes in here.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, the league that Spencer's on is a step down.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Did you get the clip I sent you? The
Which
one,
one?
the one.
No, I still haven't been able to.
Talking
I do
about
have. I do
the
have.
fan kid.
I do have this.
Oh my God!
That's the Legos kid.
Yeah, you
That's
need to get
who's-
his recording of Legos.
I couldn't find it.
On
You,
the
have,
Ellen
you need to
show?
send it to me. I
On the
couldn't
Ellen
find
show?
it.
I think I saved that video actually.
You need to send it to me. I could not find it.
Legos.
I tried to find it. That's the same kid though.
Is it really?
Yeah, he's been on Ellen like 4 fucking times after that
Is it
Legos.
because
bit.
he's like really smart?
Yeah.
Is that like knows like
Geography.
geographical maps?
Geography.
Do you know what that is called?
What was that?
Don't worry about it. Let's not worry about it. What do you think of my couch? Don't touch that.
Hey,
You're
look,
not,
camera.
you're not 21.
Oh,
camera's not
sorry.
there.
You looked over there. Hey,
Yeah.
look, camera.
Hey, camera. Camera 2.
Okay, it's still good. What do you think of my couch?
Big.
Barely
big couch.
fits. Just barely fits. Sean.
B.
Sorry, but Sean, that is incorrect.
Can we cuss? I
Yeah,
might
of
have already
course.
cussed, but
You
Yeah.
can fucking fuck.
God damn it.
God,
No, you
No
know
God,
what?
no
You know,
God.
I do have to say about
Gosh darn it.
I
there
do have
is
to
no
say,
God.
I have to. I had to say this about Andrew. He was cursing more at Johnny's grad party than he was on the podcast.
Really?
Yes.
He was a little
Have you had
nervous.
Andrew on?
Yeah.
He was on for like 30 fucking
Yeah,
minutes.
he was on for a long time.
What did we just talk about?
We were talking about like his Panama City trip.
We can't say.
We can't, Sean,
You had
you're
to
gonna have to
watch.
listen.
You have to watch the podcast.
There is something that Andrew did that we had to cut out.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Obviously, I can't say what it is. And then
Yeah.
Gavin, I've been telling this to everybody, so people who are listening are probably annoyed with it. Gavin also gave out my address earlier, so I have to cut that out too.
Well, now all your fans are going to start showing up.
Tell me about it. They're writing my Wikipedia page.
Yeah. And then they also have a little section of Gavin's hate club.
That's true. There's Gavin's.
Wow,
haters.
you really put that mic right against your
That's
lips.
how you have to.
That's what you do, baby girl.
have to
You
go like
see me?
this.
You see me
Goodness
over here? You
gracious.
see me right here?
Yeah,
You
you
see
have
me what
to.
I'm doing? I'm like pushing this little girl.
You could do that.
I'm
if you
pushing this
want.
little girl over. Sean, did you see the Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul?
Yeah,
fight?
we were.
Did you actually
Yeah,
watch
we bought the.
You bought
it?
it.
Really?
pay-per-view.
Who's we?
I'm just kidding. No, we didn't.
Oh fuck.
It's
Well,
funny because like whenever you get mad whenever the stream isn't streaming, you're like, what the fuck? Like, why is it working? And then you're like, oh yeah, it's illegal.
Yeah,
to
me
do
and Dad
this.
watched it last night. That was a waste of my
Did you
fucking
really?
time. Yeah.
It was a
Did you
waste
pay
of
for
money.
it? Did you guys pay for it? or
No,
Did you,
no. Are you kidding me? I used.
Wait, so do you guys watch it together?
No,
No.
I was with my boys.
I was with friends. Is it a vape trick?
Yeah. See the O's?
Did you hit the rig? Did you hit the rig?
Quinn came in talking about the rig room.
Yeah, is this it?
Yeah, I think so. That's why it's
Are they
so
not is it
hot
right
and
over there?
damp in here.
It,
It is,
really
uh,
is.
yeah.
Holy shit. Get a humidifier.
Holy shit.
Holy shit, Carson.
Holy shit, Carson. It's hot as fuck in here. Sean, do you like that?
This scarf keeps coming down even further and further.
What?
Do you like the poster up there?
Always buy Chesterfield.
Chesterfield
I
Civil
like
Rights
When you
that.
poster.
smoke
Where do you
Chesterfield-
get those?
My dad had a bunch of like old posters and shit. Did you see the ones on the wall next to my
Yeah,
dining room
like all
table?
those comic ones?
Yeah,
Those are
those-
sick.
yeah,
I
those
actually
are-
really like those.
10,000 Leagues from Under the Sea.
$10,000.
$10,000.
Yeah, those are $10,000.
Those are from 1947.
Bumble rag.
They actually are from 1947.
Are they really?
Yes, sir.
Give me them. Oh, it was really funny. You know that Dark Knight shirt?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I need to give that to you.
Yeah, I saw Ethan last night.
Uh huh.
And did I tell you about how I was gonna
Yeah.
buy from him?
Yeah.
Harvard.
And then I was like, oh, like, cause he was like, oh, Sean, I still got that Dark Knight shirt. When do you want me to get it? I'm like, oh, Carson's probably just gonna give it to me. And then he's like, oh, I'm like, yeah. I just like ran away.
Aw,
Sorry.
sorry, Ethan.
Sorry.
I was telling Carson about how
Is there large or an extra large?
Extra large.
Okay, it's fine.
And his
Uh,
is an XL too, right?
They're probably
dumbass.
mass produced.
Yeah,
I was
for sure.
telling I was telling Carson about how you've been on a Don Rickle kick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Don Rickles. We should talk about Don Rickles. I don't know much about
Well,
Don
me and
Rickles.
Don go back. Can you say?
I go way back. Why do you like Don Rickles? I don't know really much about him. I just hear people talk about him. a
Potato
lot.
head. You did He voiced
Potato
Mr.
Head.
He voiced Mr. Potato Head. I
Potato
didn't even
Head.
know he did that until I started watching all of his interviews.
Okay, so what do you like about him now that you've besides Potato Head?
He's just like a talk show, like he's like the main event basically.
So he does have a talk show like Johnny
He doesn't.
Carson.
He doesn't have a talk show like
Well, because he's dead.
right, but he never. I don't. He never did, and if he
No.
did, it didn't
Oh.
take off or anything like that. It
Well,
wasn't
you
like
told
a
me he
Tonight
did
Show.
it.
No, I'm saying that he did, but he like
He went on like
just
every
never-
single talk
Yeah.
show there was.
Okay.
He
So
did,
And he was
but
like,
he-
like
guest star.
they all have like all the bands play the same song whenever he walks on, no matter the show.
Oh, that's
So he's
cool.
like well known.
And you
very
just,
well
So
known.
you just like his humor.
Yeah, it's really funny. It's like
was YouTube recommending him to you, or like how did you even find any
Yeah.
clips of that?
I saw a thing on TikTok. It was a Conan clip, and I looked it up on YouTube. I'm like, this is funny. And I walked like, I just went on a binge. I don't know why.
I'll have to
Same.
watch some Don
What
Rickles.
other thing did I do on a binge on?
After that, Dad would start to
Drugs.
watch Norm Macdonald.
Oof.
He's got some. He's got some.
Wolf.
Jokes.
No, like when you go back to like old. God, it's so moist in here. Sorry, my legs are feeling it.
It's fine.
If you go back to like old Don Rickles clip, there's like a SNL posted one, and ooh, there's a
Was
lot
it
of
bad? Oh, there's a
it
lot
wouldn't
of like.
wouldn't go by today. Like you always, you might
he in a
have
sketch?
to edit this part out, but I'm just gonna say it because like it's not
be
bad.
careful.
It's really not that
Okay.
bad. He's
We'll
like
see.
he's like, hey, it's my black brother out there. How you doing? He's
Oh,
like,
jeez.
just yeah.
Jesus. We don't need
He,
to cut
he
that out.
did
'cause
that.
was
He
just
did
saying
that in like every single one of those that we were watching, where he pointed out like
Yeah.
the only black member in every band.
it's like a.
He's like, hey, my
But
brother.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's like obviously that stuff wouldn't slide nowadays, but there was a lot of comedians and people like that back in the day that were like really for like black people's rights and stuff like that, who would make jokes like that, making fun of like people who were like
Right.
racist.
Yeah.
And not saying that I don't know anything about Don.
No,
Rickles,
I
but
would. I would
I'm
probably
just saying there's a
imagine that
possibility.
It's a very
of that.
tongue-in-cheek, like.
Yeah, and same thing with like women's rights. A lot
Yeah.
of like comedians and people will
Yeah.
make jokes.
The thing I like
that.
about Don Rickles is that he'll find something to make fun of you. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing you can do right, basically.
Yeah, yeah, I like that a lot too.
Like, if you're like leaning in, he'll be like, hey, chill out. Or if you're leaning back, he'll be like, hey, up here. And
That's
it's like,
funny.
Like stuff like that.
I like that. I like comedians who
Well,
just
I
like to
said that.
find
I said
anything.
that Don Rickles is like exactly like our humor
Yeah.
at home.
The stutter one, where if you're
Yeah.
like, Don, don't you he's like, when'd you get that?
yeah.
That's funny. That's funny.
Where'd you get that?
He
Yeah, I'll have
said
to
that-
watch
He
some
said
clips.
that to Andy Richter. I think that's his name. Conan.
Yeah, good time, Andy.
I'll have to watch some Ron Dickel's clips.
Yeah.
But yeah, you actually had like your work friends come out to a baseball game between you and your friend.
Yeah.
That was
The most
what
disappointing game of my
yeah,
career.
It was
Wait,
a
why?
really disappointing game, but it was still really funny.
The POs shit the bed, basically is what
Pitcher
happened.
onlys.
And we really couldn't string
They
together
only
hits.
pitch. They
Literally-
only pitch. They have no
You know, like-
positions.
You know, like Little League and even high school, where like sometimes position players will pitch too.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
and
yeah,
hit
yeah,
and
yeah.
hit. So they'll do everything. In college, though, they got POs, which literally the only job is to throw strikes and pitch. They don't have to worry about hitting
Wow.
or any of that.
Are they
And they
allowed
can't
to
even fucking do that right.
Are they allowed to do that in college?
Do what?
Pitch
Only
only?
pitch?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like
But in the
Their
major
position.
league, you can't do that, right?
No,
you
can't.
have to bat.
No, you can't.
depends
That's
on
only
the
National League.
is it AL that has the
Yeah,
designated hitter?
mhm.
Yeah.
American League and then the National League.
Like Jack Flaherty, he got hurt from
Batting.
batting.
But he could still pitch.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. mhm.
Interesting.
But in the American League, you wouldn't have like Steven Strasburg,
Oh yeah, I know who that is.
They don't focus
Max
on hitting.
Scherzer.
They don't focus on hitting, which is why they don't hit. They focus on pitching
Yeah.
because that's like their specialty.
Well, yeah. I know what they do.
And when they came and do that,
yeah, it's like
annoying.
Yeah.
It's really annoying, actually.
yeah.
Well, Sean, they're just so good at pitching that they don't need a bat. You know,
Exactly.
why contribute to the offense if their offense is not getting hits?
Yeah, I never thought of it that way.
So, Sean, you got like a movie coming out soon, or so it was a.
I'm calling it
shit
Friday
out.
the 13th.
Nah, that's a good name. Where'd you come up with that?
I was having. No, that's the last film I did.
Oh, okay. It came out on VHS. Wow. So it was just a shitty game. It was a bad game. Did you guys
Yeah,
lose?
we lost. What was it, like 9-0?
Yeah.
Holy fuck my ass.
We had bases loaded probably like twice, and then all of our guys just like struck out. So yeah, you got notes for that. All of our guys just. But you know.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Well, Sean, again, like I did to Quinn, I'm gonna have to kick you out because we have to get through 2 more people. And
Yeah, it's almost.
8, which is when we're having our get together, and we still have to get food at some eventually.
Yeah, I'm starving.
Are you really?
Marvin.
You guys didn't eat it all?
I had like a granola bar.
Why were you
right
guys
here.
so fucking late? Can I just ask that real quickly?
We were at the gym till like.
That's weird. I
like
asked if you guys could be here at
6.
5:30.
Yeah.
6.
I
You
ended
guys
up
got here
working
at
out.
7.
I ended up working out.
Yeah,
obviously.
okay. I mean, I knew it would have. I'm just giving you shit. Can you bring in?
No.
Okay.
You paying this guy?
No, and thank God I'm not because man, he just
Thank
gets
God.
bored.
Yeah, damn.
I've been going this whole time, and he keeps going out there for snacks, for drinks. I've been going.
He's
this
like a
whole
little
time.
kid.
Hey, why don't you go grab them?
Well, Sean's gonna do it. Sean's got to go anyways. We don't have more mics. If we had more mics, I'd have everybody on, and it'd be a fucking mess. You okay?
When can I move my drum set in here?
Today. Well, we got to get the
Well, we got to get his dryer first.
No, we got to get the.
I hate to leave myself on, but like if you want to bring a drum set in here, could you do that?
I don't think my neighbors would like that.
But like, there's nothing in the apartment.
No, there's nothing in the lease that says no drum sets or anything like that.
Oh.
But they would definitely be like,
Hey, let's not do that.
"Hey, buddy,
How about you get out?
how about you leave, huh?
Hey, you take you and your drum set the fuck out of here.
You get the fuck. You take you and your fucking drum set, and I want you out of here, okay?"
and your goddamn
no,
trumpet
think-
player.
Don Rickles lived till he was like 90.
That's what we were talking about. I was like, "Yeah," because he just died recently. He lived till
Ugh.
he's like almost 100.
Ugh.
Oof, I don't want to do that.
He was still like,
Going.
he was
Kicking.
fine till like 89.
You're still making jokes.
Probably not.
Well, is that why you got that stutter? Oh, you fucking idiot. God damn it.
All right. Go bring in. Can you bring in Spencer for me?
Okay.
Thank you, Sean. Round of applause for Sean McCraven.
McCleven.
All right, everybody. Cutting more out of the podcast. Sweet. That's what I expected.
No,
Spencer, please.
I've just been on my phone because
Because you're fucking bored. No, I was kidding.
no, because honestly, because I was 15 came out or not came out, but the first developer
Oh, here we
preview came
go.
out, and I'm just really excited to like use it and like look at.
Kevin's
it
a big
more.
Apple fan. Oh, just like that. Who do you know is here? Spencer, if you want to put those headphones on right there and you're going to speak right into that microphone, I want you right up on that, boy, because nobody seems to understand that.
I
Aww.
feel bad for your neighbors because they keep accidentally hitting this wall.
I also, you don't realize how loud we're talking until you take your headphones off and you're like, holy shit, we're talking
Yeah,
loud.
it
It's
was really
weird.
funny because whenever I was out there and you were playing sound bits for Spencer, or
Spencer?
playing sound bits for Quinn, it sounded like you could have honestly just been torturing him in here with like sounds.
Quinn was getting some big loud, because Quinn's never listened to this show, so he doesn't know anything about it.
Oh yeah,
Spencer, what are you drinking there, bud? Water? Sprite?
it was like some kind of Sprite.
Oh, it looks like water.
Carbonated water.
No, it looks like
fizzy
Sprite.
water.
Yeah, looks like smells like Sprite.
Is it good?
It's decent.
It's decent. You want to talk a little bit more into that microphone?
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy. We won't hurt
Is this
you.
better?
That's much better.
Thank you.
Oh, I can actually.
Yeah, he's a little bit taller, isn't he?
Sorry.
He's a big guy.
Yeah, it's hard being the tallest guy in the friend group, you know.
Is that true? Or is Gavin taller?
No, I'm not.
Fact
You're really
check
the
that.
tallest?
Yeah,
Fact check.
Wow.
you
6'1".
could fact check Johnny and Spencer, and they were
I'll
like
look in the Wikipedia. Dude, Johnny's gotten tall. Holy shit.
right up there with Spencer.
Honestly,
How tall are you? 6 foot?
6'1".
Wow. I tell people at like the DMV and places like that that I'm 6 foot. I'm only 5'11". I'm 5'11" and 3/4 though.
Last time I went to the DMV,
I told him I was 8 inches.
yeah.
8 inches
Even though I'm
tall.
really 7.5.
I told him I'm 8 inches tall. I said 8 inches, and then I was like, oh, wait, you're talking about my height.
Yeah.
Which
Not
height are you
my-
talking about?
Not my,
Yeah.
not my beat.
My height.
My,
See, doesn't that just sound like a guitar hit to you?
can you tell that what this person's saying?
No.
No. It
No.
just sounds like a guitar hit.
They're saying come.
I heard it the first time, and then you kept playing. I'm like, I don't hear it anymore.
Wait, so you heard it on the podcast?
I heard no, just like the first time you played it. Now, not anymore.
Come. All right, whatever.
You
I'm,
should
I'm
take
done
that
trying
out.
to figure that out.
You should take it out.
I told him.
It's fine. Whatever. I think it's funny, and it's funny to me, and that's all that really matters.
I'm glad that you can hear it, Carson.
Spencer Foss.
Well,
Well,
what have you been up to, buddy?
so we'll see you later, man. Thanks for coming up. What have you been up to?
Other than being made fun of for...
Are you working anywhere right now? Oh, yeah, you are. You are about to. Have you started?
No.
Yeah, actually, you have.
Keep answering his questions.
So no, technically, like this place I'm working at, Camp Bow Wow.
Bow wow.
It's
Wow,
a
wow.
it's a brand new place and it's opening up June 18th now. So I'm doing all my online training now.
Okay.
But I have just started working DoorDash, which
Oh shit! Really?
last night actually was my first day.
Damn.
$72, 3.5 hours.
Whoa, that's pretty good.
Play sound effect.
Oh, I got one. Damn it, Gavin.
Sorry.
Thank you.
I'm just faster with my voice.
Excuse me.
That's what your voice sounds like.
Are you gonna do that and this place? This
Yeah,
other place?
DoorDash is like a side hustle, basically. Just
Yeah.
make money.
Because you probably won't work there every day at the other place.
No.
You got to get like the DoorDash sticker and get like the mask, the T-shirt, the sticker on your door.
I don't need a
You haven't
mask.
gotten all that stuff yet, have you? Though.
No, they haven't even shipped it out yet.
Yeah, that's usually how it be. Well, that's cool. That's fun.
Yeah.
Are
Thank
you so okay? So you just started that last night. Any reason why you did that, or just like I just want to be working?
I just wanted money, and like the other place was taking very long to open up, and I'm not
Yeah.
gonna technically start working full time or even part time for another 2 weeks now, at least.
Yeah.
So it's kind of booty cheeks.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Booty.
Bodie,
Jamba jokes.
Jamba Juice. How's baseball going?
Yeah, it's going decent right now.
Oh yeah, didn't you have a showcase on Sunday?
I did,
What's
and
that mean?
it's just like a place where coaches, college coaches come and
Oh.
you kind of just show off your skills. And I was there for 3 hours catching bullpens, and then my other two teammates were there, left after that because they weren't doing anything. I'm like, I guess I'm gonna leave, so I left, and I was like, this is kind of stupid. 90 degrees out, I'm already sunburned. Might as well just like do something with my day, and I started DoorDash that day.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
look at you, huh?
Look at me.
Is that bad that you left?
I don't really think it matters too much.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know anything about.
I
any
know
of
you
this.
don't, and I'm just trying to explain it to you.
And I do
Hey,
appreciate
hey.
that.
Don't talk to me.
Okay, I won't talk anymore from
Come on,
here on
come on.
out. I only talk with sounds.
Thank you.
See, doesn't that sound like a knock? It got both me and
Ah.
Spencer there.
I know. It's weird.
Oh, it's so weird. It's,
It's
like
gross.
Right,
It's really gross.
You're gross.
Thank you. Spencer, you go to college out in Colorado. Is that true?
I do.
True or false?
Wrong.
Eh,
False.
wrong. Sorry, Spencer. That was incorrect.
You lose all your money.
All right,
How do
I'll
you-
see you.
Okay. How do you like it out there?
It is definitely something to do. Like first semester was a little iffy because with COVID, Colorado's it's a state where like everything was shut down. There was nothing to do during the day.
Yeah.
Mask mandates everywhere, so it was hard just to get around. Second semester was a lot looser. Me and my friends were able to hang out a lot more, go out and do stuff, and I think it was something like that I needed to like kind of confirm my like stay there, and I was like, this is awesome, honestly.
Were they pretty tight, like at your college, with keeping restrictions and
Oh,
stuff?
without a doubt. Like after the first 3 weeks there, they sent an email out to all the students saying if you got caught with anyone in your room that wasn't a roommate, it's a $500 fine and a possible kick out of housing. Which
Jeez.
it was a wake up call. But I mean, like people still did it. It was a lot more loose or like a lot more like careful around the like building,
Yeah.
and it was a mess honestly out there. Like every other person was getting COVID. They didn't have a school-wide COVID test until like the last 3 weeks of school, which I thought was
yeah.
ridiculous.
I remember you told me that.
It was it
Good
made me
timing.
mad.
Did
I
you
don't-
ever get it?
I think I did over
Oh,
winter,
really?
over winter break, but never like
Over
tested,
the break.
Yeah, never tested positive, but I did like lose my smell and taste, and I was like, probably have it.
When over the break was that?
Probably when I hung out with you guys.
That Hennessy's gonna be nice and hot after being in here. I'll probably have you take it out. Actually, no, Spencer, you won't because you're not 21, so I will take it out.
What do you mean?
Shut up. So, yeah, that's crazy. I mean, okay, so the one thing I know I asked you about, I'm sure I've asked you about before, but how was the winter over there?
Oh my god, dude. When I got there first, like I was like, it's probably gonna be a cold winter, which it was obviously, but it was a lot more like Missouri weather. It was a lot bipolar out there. Like
Oh, really?
it was like first semester, like there was a lot of forest fires out there, like in the mountains and stuff.
Oh, true.
And I think like the first 3 weeks, we had a day where it was like raining ash from the mountains, which was kind of, it was kind of terrible. Like it smelled like
weird.
a campfire fire outside.
Campflower.
Campflower.
It kind of smells like burnt toast sometimes outside of
Are you sure
my
you're just
school.
not having a
Last time
stroke?
I was in Denver, it smelled like toast.
I think you're just having a stroke.
That's true. If you have a stroke, you'd smell toast.
This battery went out again.
Turn it off and then turn it back on again.
the battery was like on red.
Really? That was a fresh battery. Hit that LV button at the bottom. You see it down at the bottom? No. On the back.
Technical problems.
There's an LV. You see an LV? Hit that. Did it turn on? Really? I can see the iris. The iris is open. Okay, why don't you talk to Spencer for a minute and I'll fiddle with it. Ask Spencer about Colorado winters.
Spencer, what was your
No.
favorite? What was your favorite thing
No.
about? Hey,
Just stop.
Hey,
Spencer, what was your favorite thing about Colorado?
I think
Other than the marijuana.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But that was like the first state to like legalize it next to Washington, right?
yes, sir.
Or was
Okay.
or was it before
I can't-
Washington?
I don't know.
I don't really know. Not that I would know. But I'd say like I think just the atmosphere out there, like it's like the communities out there are all based on like around health and like just actively going outside and stuff. And like first time I went on a hike, loved it. I fell in love with like all that outdoor stuff out there. And I think it's something like I can see myself continue to do. Not in Missouri though, but
Did you get attacked by bears or anything?
oh my god, the first time I found some cougar poop.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Mountain lions, baby girl.
they're real and they're
Not even, no jokes. In Colorado.
They're real.
Mountains.
Get it? 'Cause mountains.
Get it? Mountains, lions, tigers, bears, oh my.
Biggest thing I saw was a moose out there.
Wait, really?
It was like, I'm trying to like, we were on this like really public trail, but like it's like still like a national like kind of area. Like it's national like forest life run around all the time.
National Forest Park
National
Day.
Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
There's some like manatees, some sharks out there too.
Wow, manatees in the mountains.
That's nuts.
They've never been up
Crazy.
there. So yeah, it's definitely more like health centric out there, which is good. Do you think you could see yourself living out there? Like actually living out there after you graduate?
Yes.
Wow. Wow, Spencer, you're gonna be far from me. I just fucking found out. I keep saying this to everybody. I found out Andrew's fucking moving. I didn't know that.
It's kind of sad.
He told me on the show.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry,
Who is gonna be my second string of people I asked to be on videos?
that is gonna be so weird to figure out who that's gonna be.
I mean, I can't ask Spencer.
Well,
I don't like him.
in all honesty, like I might be moving out there like next summer. Might be getting an apartment with some friends.
Hey Carson, here's an idea.
That might be when Andrew's moving too, so I don't know what
Yeah.
the fuck I'm gonna do.
I don't, yeah. His family's moving. That doesn't mean he's moving. He's still going to Mizzou.
As far as you know,
Oh well, yeah, that's true. I guess that is true.
at least for the next year.
We'll see. Who knows? You know, things can happen.
But yeah, that's
You
kinda
might not
interesting.
even fucking move.
I might not.
I might not.
I mean, I've got an apartment in St. Louis, so
And
When?
I'm
I'll still be
sorry,
here.
Gavin. You're not. Gavin, I do this podcast with you, and that's really all I don't even really want to do it, but that's all I'm gonna do. So, well, that's cool. I do like Colorado a lot.
I've never been there. So
Oh, really? It's
yeah.
cool.
Well, my
We should
family.
all do a little trip out
my
there,
family,
see Spencer.
that would be cool.
During
my,
the winter, like the dead of winter. I
yeah,
love that.
that'd be
I
a
love
great-
snow.
So
That'd be a really good idea, especially like if it's like 8 feet deep. That'd be really cool. I've actually the one time I had the opportunity to go to Colorado, my family went without me to go watch this band Ghost
In Colorado?
in Colorado for 2 nights,
Wow.
and I couldn't go because I had a chemistry test.
imagine just your family not loving you.
I know. They didn't even buy me a plane ticket.
Did Sean go?
Yeah,
Oh
it was for a senior
Oh, it's
trip.
for, yeah.
senior,
I remember
yeah.
that.
Senior gift.
That's a real stinker.
Well, if you guys do decide to come out, so how my housing works next year, me and 5 other friends, we got
Because you won't be in a dorm anymore.
We're not in a dorm
Good.
anymore. It's like we live on campus, but it's like a townhouse sort of.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I know how that works.
How many
Yeah.
people will you be living with?
5.
Five
others.
other. Five.
Sorry. Anyways, go on.
I was gonna say like we'll have extra space for anyone who comes out.
I think I might
If-
take
but
up
I-
on that offer. I like Colorado, so.
You might be considered 2 people to us.
Because they're healthy out there.
Oh shit.
That's why I said that.
Right?
Fuck, you're right. Is that what you meant by that?
Sure.
We'll get the fuck out of it. No, I was kidding. Yeah. I like. I don't think I could live out there, but I do like it a lot because I like snow and I like cold.
Cold like
Why?
Minnesota,
I don't know. I just like
cold
it.
like Minnesota.
I just like snow a lot, and that's the only reason I'd like it out there. Other than
Who?
that. Snow.
Who asked?
Oh, I asked.
Yeah.
This is my show. Well, Spencer, your time is up. No, I'm just kidding. I'm having to move everybody along because we need to get this over with
We need
soon.
this
And we got
over
one
with.
more. We have one more person. You're the second to last person.
Well, this is ridiculous.
I mean, I agree. I'm just kidding. It's been fun. It's been a good time, Gavin. This has worked out pretty well.
Yeah, I think so.
I've enjoyed myself.
I think
we should do this podcast without you. I think I'm ready to
Yeah, I
move
think
on.
I think you know what? I think you don't need me anymore.
Yeah, I don't think I do.
Yeah.
So,
And I'll be seeing you later.
I think you should just keep talking about your laundry.
I probably will.
So Gavin, get out.
Mostly laundry updates.
I get in your seat, and then we bring the last person.
Sure. No, I'm just kidding. Well, Spencer, it has been a pleasure to have you on. And I appreciate everything you've done for me. Did you give me a present for my birthday? All right.
All right, bye guys.
Spencer Foss, everybody. Woo! He's starred in videos such as Christmas Party. and that about it.
Christmas party.
Please send in Johnny. Johnny is the last one, final guest. Okay, Gavin, we gotta fucking figure out what we're doing for our what you listening to.
That's also kind of what I've been thinking.
I'm trying to figure. I need to figure that out right now because that's why I'm bringing Johnny in because I like Johnny's music taste.
Lamborghini Mercy.
And I want to find something old because Johnny listens to like 90s music and stuff. And he's got he's here. Fuck. Hey Johnny.
Hey, what's up,
Hey
man?
Johnny, we weren't talking about you at all.
Take a seat.
Take a seat. That's your microphone. Those are your headphones. I'd wipe them off because Spencer just had them on. Oh,
And
gosh.
nobody before him wiped him off either.
No, everybody did actually. Well, that's not really. Just suck them off. Suck all the earwax out. Why won't you?
Eat it.
Johnny Hunley in the let me start. Johnny Hunley in the building, everybody.
Hey guys, what's going on?
That's probably going to be too quiet.
Oh, sorry.
You want to like talk normal or?
You can just fix the audio. You can just fix the audio.
Can we do that?
Hey, you can just fix the
Are we
audio.
gonna start doing ASMR?
You can just fix it in post. Hey, you can just fix it. Hey,
Come.
I would just.
you can just fix it in post, buddy.
I would.
Come.
ASMR is a big deal right now, and
I would just appreciate it if you could talk.
yeah, what's going on? Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Johnny Hunley,
What's
everybody.
going on? My name is Johnny Hunley. I'm here. Hey, what's going on?
Johnny Hunley in famous videos such as the Drip Christmas Party.
Christmas party.
Hey,
I
I was in one Drip podcast.
You were? I was going to bring that up. We didn't talk about the Drip podcast with anybody, and I thought we were going to, and we never got to
Well,
it.
I'm bringing it up.
Johnny was a
Johnny
pumpkin
Knoxville.
carver on
a
the
pumpkin
Halloween
carver. Oh, I
episode of the Drip
forgot
It
podcast.
was
about
pretty
that.
silly. My freshman
It
year,
was.
I didn't know what was going on.
I didn't either.
Just
So-
walked to your house, and I was like, hey,
You
Did you really
walked?
walk?
no.
Okay, I was about to say.
I could have, but I just decided not
I
to.
could have, but I didn't.
Financially, it wasn't.
Financially, it wasn't worth
It
walking.
wasn't a good idea.
I understand that.
No, it was pretty fun. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to carve a pumpkin.
Yep, we made Johnny carve a pumpkin. Were you on that episode?
No, I think it was like
No.
it was like Sean, you, and Quinn, and then I was in like the back carving a
Oh,
pumpkin.
interesting.
And you had like a
Oh, yeah, I
you had
forgot
like
it was
you had like a
separate camera.
separate
We had a
camera.
camera, the
that
pumpkin carving
I think
camera.
it died at some point, but
Oh, probably.
it was pretty
That sounds
silly.
about right. Yeah, Johnny. What other videos have you been in? I feel like you've been in others. I'm trying to
Three
remember.
Three Christmas party.
They
Well,
have three
yes.
Christmas parties.
Christmas. Yeah, you've been
I
in
was
three.
supposed to be. I was supposed to be in one. I remember. I think Christian called me and I was sleeping, and then like I was like.
I think
what
that
did
was
I miss?
360 man.
I think
No.
that might have been
Christian
the
wasn't
that
in
was the
that one.
poker one or something.
Oh, maybe. It
I
could
I
have
think it
been.
might have been the poker.
Yeah, it might have
I
been.
feel like there's others.
And I
You
remember
were there.
I was still young though. I think I was like 15 or 16 whenever that happened.
Yeah, whenever me and Carson were in our prime,
prime,
you were
yeah.
like not in your prime. So
You were
Yeah,
not
I
cool.
wasn't.
You
I
did
were
not
not
have
cool.
I
your-
was, and I think I was in a different state of mind. At
in a
that
different world.
I was a
you
different world.
you were
I was a little boy.
in the Drib announcement video. You were there at my house when
That's
we did that.
true. That is the first Drib video I was in.
But you weren't in it though.
I wasn't in it.
You were.
you were
there.
a part of.
I was part of it.
He was
part of the
it.
production.
With his brother, who we
And-
were talking about a
yeah.
couple times,
And
Blake,
Brendan was there too.
and Brendan,
Brendan Batchelor.
friend of the show, Brendan Batchelor,
Brendan
famous
Batchelor.
photographer,
Famous photographer.
Brendan
Famous wedding
Batchelor.
Bachelor.
I want you. Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to stress you out. I
Um,
understand.
Sorry, I've never been on one of these.
What
That's
was
okay.
I was thinking of? Oh yeah, that was what I was thinking of. Spencer, you're on my last. Johnny, you were my last friend in high school, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, I think we
Yeah,
talked
that's
about that.
true. Yeah, you just
true.
graduated
I did
on
just graduate.
Saturday.
It's crazy.
Congratulations,
Thank
Jonathan.
you.
And
Hold
he had
on.
to have a party immediately after.
Yeah, that I
Yeah,
couldn't make
right
it to because
after.
I was
I don't know.
I
you
was
were
getting
having
married.
A wedding. Or
I was
something.
getting married that day.
Yeah,
Wish
it's
you guys
fine.
didn't come to my fucking wedding. No one showed up.
Oh,
which is
I had
weird.
more important
Yeah,
things like
more important
Johnny's
things.
graduation party to go
I
to.
get it. I
Like,
wish I
he
could have
had-
came.
Yeah, he had to celebrate. He
Uh,
had, he had to be celibate.
He had to be celibate. Sean called me while I was working my wedding and said, "Hey, what time are you going to Johnny's party?" And I was like, "I can't go. I'm working a wedding today."
Yeah, it was pretty disappointing. I was really
Yeah.
disappointed.
I know. I heard from sources saying that you were sad.
It was
most
a
of the day.
banger, dude.
Yeah,
That's what I heard.
It was a banger.
Yeah,
I heard
dude,
you
I
guys were
got-
schlubbing down White
It was
Claws
my
all night.
graduation party / Andrew's birthday party. Like
Shit.
it was mad.
Yeah, we played foosball.
It was
a
mad
lot
dog.
of foosball.
Did you really play foosball?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a foosball
Fuck,
table.
I should've
And I
came.
We
think we
played so hard we broke the foosball table.
I was about to say, yeah, we broke like the top, bottom, whatever.
The top, bottom, and the
top,
leg.
bottom,
Yeah.
leg.
Uh-huh.
Jesus.
The foot
It
of
was-
the foot of it.
That sounds like a banger if I've ever heard of one.
It was a
Yeah,
big banger.
because we were just like partying so hard we forgot the food table was there.
Yeah.
Let's try the first house. Bulls there.
Come. Yeah, we were chilling in my room too.
And we were just
We're just having a party. We're just
Yeah, and
just chilling in my room.
I actually met Johnny has posted this multiple times on his story, but like that small guy named Liam.
yeah, I just met the small
I
man.
have
Oh,
never
nice.
met Liam before. I'd
Yeah.
never known who he was. And he was actually as small as everybody says he is. But
was he cool?
He was
Fine.
he threw a basketball right at my balls.
All right.
Yeah,
like,
he was
and
wild.
He was beating me up and I was like
I don't know you,
I
little
was like,
one.
I was like, I have never met you before. Like, why?
I
are
don't
you
know
so
you,
wild.
little one.
I'm like, why are you the way that you are,
Little guy.
little guy?
Hey, little
I
guy.
give him a noogie.
John,
I
is this
really-
your,
Give him a
is
wet
this your
willy.
nephew?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really want Liam to meet Andrew and Christian's little brother Jonathan. I feel like they would react very
would-
interesting to
yes.
each other.
Yeah.
Probably. I've never met Liam either, but yeah, they would.
We should have like a toddler fight club.
I like how Liam.
How you keep seeing those those Russian guys who are like
Yeah.
18 years old, but they look like they're 5.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? You have
Yeah.
to know what
Yeah,
I'm talking
I
about.
know.
If there's anybody who knows what
Liam.
I'm talking about, it's you.
That's Liam.
That's
Yeah.
Liam. That's what Liam.
No,
looks
I
like.
mean like, I feel like Liam and Jonathan would just make a mess. Liam was telling me that he's met you, but you have not met him. So I
I've
don't
met
know.
him. Where the fuck did I meet
don't
him
know.
at?
I was
He
like,
said that he met me?
yeah,
as far as you know.
Really?
as far as you know,
I don't.
you probably just didn't see him.
He's probably like, hey,
He was
dude.
like,
and I was like,
He was out of
Wait,
your.
what's going on?
He,
the
he
hell
was a
said
little,
that?
he was a little lower than my.
He was
peripheral, too.
shorter back then. He was
Yeah.
like
he was all touching the ground.
he was
Yeah.
down there.
He was
Really? He said
like
he met me,
nowadays.
though. Yeah.
Nowadays he's like floating above the ground, but like back then he was touching the ground.
Yeah.
Interesting. I have no recollection. I don't have a lot of recollection of things, so
Especially
it's
that-
possible.
especially that small.
I was probably hammered,
Yeah.
knowing me at school. So, Johnny. So, first of all, let's go over a couple things quickly because we do have to get moving here. You graduated. Congratulations.
that.
I'm glad you had a good party. Second, you're going to be a fucking uncle
That's
in
true.
a couple months.
I'm gonna be a.
He's gonna be
You're
You're gonna
Grunkle
be a,
Stan.
Grunkle
you're
Stan.
gonna be a drunkle. A drunk uncle.
I'm really good with kids. I take care of Liam all the time.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like,
Scared me for a
come
minute.
on. No, I'm really good.
That was a close
I
one.
think I could be pretty good if I wanted to.
Yeah, you're gonna be an
Who's
uncle.
pregnant?
Blake's pregnant.
I think
Yeah.
Blake is pregnant.
Blake got pregnant.
Blake's wife.
Blake's
Oh, yeah.
Did you
wife.
know that?
No.
Oh well, now
Well,
you do.
Yeah.
We broke the news to you live on the show.
Well, this is
Congratulations.
this is news to me.
Well, He is pregnant
She,
with her.
she is pregnant. They're both pregnant.
They're both pregnant. It's crazy.
They're
I don't know how it worked out.
They're both carrying.
half of the baby.
Yeah, they're each carrying a piece.
Then whenever they give birth, they like have to meld it together.
Yeah.
They like weld it. Yeah.
It's like a lot of gum.
Yeah. Yeah, they have to like.
They have to sculpt it.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You have to like
Yeah.
get like the spackle and spackle it together.
You have to get the Craggle
Yeah.
Craggle.
from the Lego movie.
Yeah.
Craggle Rock.
Craggle Rock.
Uh huh.
So
I'm gonna go eat a Lego.
Lego.
I'm gonna go eat a Lego.
Lego, my Lego.
Graduation. Gonna be an uncle.
Yeah.
And
Bringing back drip games.
bringing back drip gaming.
Drip games.
What was the third thing? Fuck my little ass. I had it and then I lost it. What was it? What else is going on that's big in your life? Shit.
Shit.
I'm blanking so hard. I had something I was
Sorry,
getting
Carson,
to.
I can't help you with this.
I know you
I
can't.
can't help
I know
you
you
with
can't
this.
because I kept it to myself until
I
just
can't.
now.
It's something you know that I don't know.
Yeah.
Apparently
it's one of
you
those
don't.
things. Yeah.
Graduate, you're gonna be an uncle, and
And
shit. I got nothing. Oh,
You got a
the
dog.
other thing I was gonna say is he doesn't have a dog. Not anymore. Rest in peace to your dog, by the way.
oh.
Or did you get a new dog? Did you get another dog?
No, I'm not like some people that replace their dog.
Why'd you bring up a dog then? You threw me off.
Yeah, dude, what the heck?
Did you not know his dog passed away?
No.
Yeah, dude,
Okay.
what?
We talked
the
about
heck,
his 3 cats though. Whenever I went to his, whenever.
Well, his dog did recently pass away.
I did not know that.
And let's just go ahead and just give a quick. This goes out to Mitzi. I'm sorry, I don't remember your
That was
dog's
Spencer's
name.
dog.
No, Gracie.
Gracie. That's
Gracie,
right.
yeah.
This goes out to Gracie.
Yeah, but we're also getting a cat.
Another one?
No, but
Oh.
Tristan's moving to Mexico, and he's gonna have
Whoa.
his cat. His cat's gonna live with us for 9 months.
Holy shit.
Does he have like an
That's-
internship or something down there?
No,
Just
he's just moving.
he's just headed down there.
No, I mean
The other thing, sorry, go on.
his job, like, it can be like done anywhere.
Yeah.
So he just wants to move.
Go
That's
where
a
the
lot of
wind
stuff.
blows him.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, cartel can work anywhere too.
that's true. I think that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's got a little.
That's what I was gonna say. I
Yeah,
was like, I
the
think
cartel.
he's going somewhere. He's going places.
Yeah, he's going to a new trade. It's human trafficking.
Wow.
It's really popping nowadays.
He's done enough with that Seattle traffic.
Oh, yeah.
if you know what I'm
Oh,
saying.
no.
So the third thing I was gonna say
Third thing.
is you have a meme YouTube channel that has a lot of subscribers that I didn't find out about.
I didn't
until
know that
Yeah, I
either.
don't
Christmas.
even know what to do with
Yeah.
it.
Are you just finding out about that now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know too much. I know not very much
And it's
about Johnny.
called Roderick.
Yeah.
And it's a meme YouTube channel. It's got videos that have like 1 million views on them. And they're just memes.
And a lot have been banned. A lot have been banned.
Ooh.
But yeah, it's a silly one. I mean,
like,
I started it like 8th grade because like the whole like new Diary of a Wimpy Kid came out, and I was like, how can I
How can I capitalize
on this? So basically, I just like pretend to be Roderick. I commented on random YouTube videos, and I got subscribers literally just from commenting. And then I just kind of posted random stuff. And
Are they like
did
any
well.
videos of you, or are they just like memes?
Mainly memes. I mean, I've done a couple other stuff. I think I did a couple where I'm actually talking. I think I live streamed during quarantine a little bit, and that was kind of fun because people would actually join. And then,
Famous
Yeah.
YouTubers like
so,
Cameron
so,
Dallas.
so you're like, whenever I reach 100K, I'm gonna do a face reveal.
I think I've done a face reveal before.
Uh-oh.
He hyped
Yeah.
up a face reveal. Face reveal at 1,000 likes.
So
I
yeah.
did it a couple times, and then like now, like there's an option on YouTube where you just kind of post like media or whatever. I just post like random pictures and say face reveal, and that's all I do.
That's
Be
awesome.
like
No,
a video.
A lot of people on YouTube have started getting popular because of like that media page.
Yeah.
Where they just post like
Oh.
polls.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's all they've done, and I see them on my homepage because I vote in them constantly. It's so
Every
fun.
day?
It's just fun.
It's
so
so
really-
fun.
It's so fun. It's just
little.
It's just
It's
a little,
so fun.
something here and there.
It's
you know?
really fun. Okay. So yes, you have a popular meme
Very
YouTube
popular.
channel
Known
called
as
Roderick,
A lot of people.
and he posted on his channel like that media thing about the Drip Christmas Party video, and that's why it got like a decent amount of views. Is because of Johnny. So we give it up to him.
I had no idea. I
yeah,
have to look this
I
up.
didn't know until Johnny like, oh, you reposted the first one, and I was like, wait, that's
Yeah.
you, and I was like, what the fuck? So anyways, I just wanted to throw that out there. I'm gonna move along a little bit quickly because we do have to get going
Is it
here.
Father Roderick?
No.
No, it's just
I
Roderick.
wish. Yeah, Father Roderick.
So,
We talk about
Father Roderick,
the gospel a little bit. We have a little
Gospel.
sing-song time. And
of our
we,
Lord and Savior.
Is it
we
this?
talk about Genesis. No.
So, Johnny, have you ever listened to this show? It's okay if you haven't.
I
can
listened
say
to the
no.
first episode.
Okay. So that means you haven't heard about this. So every week, Gavin and I do a segment called What You Listening To, where we share usually an album, sometimes a song that we've been listening to a lot the past week, or just something we want to recommend. And I wanted to specifically have you on because I think you have a really good taste in music.
I do love music.
I've heard it before, and you like a lot of the same things I like, and a lot of like obscure shit like Jellyfish that
Yeah.
people just like don't know anything about.
Yeah,
and when
I
I
remember
saw
I
that,
asked I asked Tristan about it, and he didn't even hear about it. I
yeah,
was
see, like you just like know shit that
wow.
I'm like, holy shit, why does he even know?
Well, I
about
mean, there's
that?
a lot of stuff from that era that if it isn't grunge, it's not talked about. So.
Yeah, exactly. And Jellyfish was like kind of out of the grunge.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure I brought you on. So if you need a minute to think about something you've been listening to the past week, be anything, an album, a song, anything like that you want to recommend. And Gavin and I will also do the same. But as soon as you have something ready, let us know because Gavin and I usually come prepared. But this week we are not prepared. I think I know what I'm going to recommend because it's something I listened to a while ago. I have two things I want to do, but I'm going to do this one because it's obscure and it's older, and because I have Johnny on, I want to do it. Even though I don't think you listen to this type of music, but
Johnny, did your channel get banned? I cannot find it.
it might be hard to
No.
find. If he said videos
I mean,
like
it's a,
taken off.
especially
spelled
when it's
like
a
that, right?
one. No, there's no E.
Dumbass. Do either of you guys have something? Because I got something I can talk about. I got what you're listening to this week.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go ahead and go first while you
Go.
guys are looking for something. So this is an album that you can keep looking if you want to. You don't have to. You can just not even. Just don't look at me,
I'm not
please.
going- hey, bud.
So I have been not recently listening to this album, but it's an album I'll pop in every once in a while to listen to. And the only reason I even started listening to this band was because of the vintage community, because all of a sudden people got really into buying shirts from this musical genre. And I was like, what the hell is that? I've never heard of that. And they were all talking about this one band, and this band is Dystopia. Have you ever heard of Dystopia?
No, I have not recently.
So Dystopia is a crust punk band. Have you ever heard of crust punk?
It sounds like a subgenre.
It's very
It's a very subgenre.
niche subgenre.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, it's just like punk that's very like, the vocals are like just like very like, not screaming, but very like graggly and groggy.
Yeah.
And it's good. Like it's, I like it a lot. What are you laughing about? Are you laughing about crust punk?
No, I'm not even listening. I'm just laughing at this.
Oh my God. Figure out your music, you little shit.
I already know.
So, yeah, so a lot of people were posting crust punk band tees, and a lot of people were talking about this band Dystopia. And so I was like, let me give these people a listen. And I listened to a couple songs off of different albums, but this album I like specifically. And it's an album called Human Equals Garbage by Dystopia from 1994. It's definitely like, so I think the one thing about crust punk is I think they're like have you ever heard of like straight edge hardcore at all?
Yeah.
Like where they're like vegan or vegetarian punk band, or like
Yeah.
hardcore bands that like, you know, you would think they're like devil worshipping people, but they're like vegetarians and like preach about how you shouldn't eat meat and stuff like
So
that.
like Morrissey,
Yeah, I was about to say
Yeah,
Morrissey.
like Morrissey,
Like
but
Morrissey.
but not Morrissey's kind of
but
music,
not yeah.
and not as crazy as Morrissey, because Morrissey's a fucking nut.
I'm gonna die.
Did you
I
know I
think,
saw
like-
Morrissey live?
Really?
Yeah,
And
I
he
think,
walked
like,
up the stage,
couple
he
years
said,
ago.
I'm going
No.
home.
I'm gonna. And it was the day before Thanksgiving, so he was talking about how we're gonna stuff our fat faces with turkey tomorrow
Yeah,
and
like,
shit like that.
I like pre like 80s Morrissey.
I love Morrissey. It's just like he's just a
No,
nut
he's just
about.
kind of weird, and he always touches his man boob when he's live, and just
Yeah.
takes off his shirt, and he's like 50 years old. So it's
Yeah, and
just
he
like,
used to be good looking, but now he's
no,
like
now it's just like
he's a big boy.
No,
But
I'm
he-
chunky.
Now I'm very large. So actually, funny thing about Morrissey, real quick, not to get off topic. Anytime you go to a Morrissey show, he will not do a concert at a venue unless they promise and take all meat items off their menu for that show.
Wow.
So when we got to the Fox Theater,
You
me
were
and
like,
my friend Zach,
you're like, man, I can't wait.
I can't wait to eat
a
chow down on
good
a
ol'
hot dog.
Yeah.
So literally when we walked in, there was a guy at the front telling every single person as they walked in, do you guys have any meat on you? Any meat snacks at all? He's like, if you do, you need to throw them away. He's like, if Morrissey asked us to not have any meat, like literally asking people as soon as they walked in to get rid of it if they have any.
Someone
because
else,
Morrissey would leave if there was.
someone else that's kind of like Morrissey about things is Jack White.
Oh, really?
Jack White is really Morrissey about.
I fucking hate.
I don't
he's
like
he's
don't
he's
like Jack
he's
White.
like
I don't like the White Stripes really.
I don't either.
Uh,
They
I've never
suck.
gotten into them. Yeah,
He-
they're not that good.
anyway.
So-
He
the
didn't
drums
like
said
he doesn't
perfect.
like phones. So he like told people to
Okay.
like turn off their phones
Sounds
or
like
else
my
he's
grandpa.
gonna leave.
Yeah.
He's like if you like he's like the point of concert is that you're living in the moment, and if you're recording it, you're not living in the moment.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's fair, it's valid sometimes, but I think a couple concerts he did, he like made people put them in plastic bags and then like put them in the front of and like you
Put
know,
him in this bin.
you know, like check them out, like do like a checkout of your
Oh my
phone.
God.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah. So not to get off topic, yeah, Human Equals Garbage by Dystopia. Songs I would recommend off the album would be it's a very strange album, so just be aware if you listen to it. Stress builds
like
character.
Captain Beefheart.
I don't even know what you just said.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Captain Beefheart.
Captain Beefheart.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
It's like that fish head on the front of the.
So stress builds character, hands that mold. Yeah, those are the same. Those are the two that I would recommend. Anyway, so that's that's what I've been listening to, not the past week, but recently. Johnny, do you have what you're listening to this past week, or just recently?
Yeah, I actually have a fun fact for you.
Oh, I like fun facts.
It's not even a fun fact, but it's like, I remember I was interested because I was watching the Smiths live, and I was like, why does Morrissey just let the fans go up on stage and just like,
Oh, does he?
yeah, they just like, but apparently in the UK, like, it's like fine for fans to go on stage, or at least back then, to just like fuck with
Whoa.
everyone, because people would just be like, oh,
You know that?
no.
Let me
and
see.
Like they'd just be like dragging Morrissey around, and he'd be like struggling to even sing, and like
Huh.
they wouldn't even like fight back or anything. Like in the U.S., like if there's a punk show or something, and a bunch of people go on stage and like fuck with the singer, he's
Yeah.
gonna fight back. There's gonna be like fighting going.
Oh, yeah,
on.
yeah. They'll
But
throw
it's
him
just
right
like
off.
not like that in the UK at all.
Huh. That's interesting. I never knew
It's
that.
like really weird.
That is weird, especially with as big as the punk scene was like in the 70s.
Yeah, but that's what would happen. Like if you go to like a live, like if there's a whole live Smith show, if you go to the very end, all the fans are like on
Wow,
stage.
that's crazy.
They're singing the song. They're singing the songs for him.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're like, I'm dying.
when Morrissey would have his flowers in his back pocket,
He's like,
always.
I'm in a house and I'm dying.
Don't eat me, double decker beef patty from McDonald's.
You're gonna wish that you had thrown away your McRib.
The McRib is back.
And I don't want you to
Morrissey
eat
does
it.
McDonald's commercials.
Yeah.
Don't eat the McRib. Don't eat the McRib ever.
I'm not loving it.
I'm not loving it, you fat pig. Anyways, Johnny.
Americans are fat.
They're fat, eating turkey on Thanksgiving.
murder.
It's bad. Anyways, Morrissey, everybody.
I'm sweaty.
Yeah, it's hot in here.
Ah.
We're gonna get you out of here just as soon as we can.
Ah.
What you listening to? Give me a
I'm
suggestion.
trying to get back into the late '90s Brit rock.
Okay, like Oasis.
Yeah, so I started
Type.
listening to this B-side of the Verve, which is Brake Lights, and
Nice.
The
usually
Verve did
I love that one.
Which
It's
Coldplay still.
Yeah, Coldplay still.
with what?
I don't know.
Which usually like I haven't been as focused on it, but usually on Spotify, like I always like find a song I like and put it in a playlist, and then I find other songs kind of like related to
Yeah,
or
yeah,
in the era.
same.
And I think during the school year, like, I didn't really have a lot of, like, hard classes, so I was on Spotify a lot, listening to a lot of music. So, like, I, like, be into all these songs for, like, 4 or 5 days, and then I'd get onto a new pair of new songs, and it just would cycle. And then I have, like, all this music, I'm just like, well, what the heck? I forgot about this song. Because I was
Yeah.
into it for 4 or 5 days, and then I'm on to the next one. So that is a good song. It's just a B-side. It's not on any.
B-side off of what album?
I think it's their second album. I don't think it's their first. I think it's A Northern Soul.
Okay. I'm just gonna say real quick, if you're watching the video version, the camera on Johnny and Gavin just shut off, so there's gonna be no footage there. That's fine. Honestly, if that camera shuts off, it's fine. We're about to be done anyways. But what are some other late '90s Brit rock bands? Just real quick.
Yeah, Oasis.
Verve, Oasis.
Stereophonics.
Okay.
Radiohead.
Supergrass.
Oh yeah, Supergrass is good. I like
Yeah,
Supergrass.
I like
Okay.
Supergrass.
Have you listened to Late in the Day?
Not yet.
That's a good one.
Really?
Is that a band or a song?
Late in the Day by Supergrass.
Yeah,
is
I
good.
need to listen to more Supergrass because I've only like been into 2 of their songs and I like them.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I was gonna because like Catherine Wheel. Is Catherine Wheel American or are they Brit? They're Brit rock, right? Because
Yeah, I think
they're
Brit
shoegaze. That's what I was
Yeah.
trying to say. And then Cocteau Twins. Those are early '90s,
Yeah.
not late '90s.
Whenever
so.
I think of Cocteau Twins, I think of
So
the.
good.
I think of.
Yeah, I just got Heaven in Las Vegas on CD, and I got one other one on vinyl. I forgot what it's called. I think it's more like a compilation album, but it's still really good.
Yeah.
I think of.
Those are good.
So true. Funny how it seems. Always in time.
It's funny
but
because I never
alive
know
for
what
me.
she's saying.
I never knew either.
I never know what lyrics
I
she's
never knew
saying, but
either.
like I know it's English.
Yeah.
I know
I just can't tell.
much is
Aren't you saying?
true.
Is that a George Michael song?
No, it's by Spandau Ballet. But I think of Cocteau Twins whenever I think of that song, and whenever I think of that song, I think of Cocteau Twins and not Spandau Ballet.
I'm not sure why, but
I don't know.
okay. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna have to listen to that song. What? Can you give it to me one more time? Because I don't have a good memory. You said the Verve,
Brake Lights.
Brake Lights. That's a B-side. Okay.
And I'd say the album I've been most into is this Meat Puppets album.
Ooh,
Speaking of
good
meat.
choice.
Speaking of meat,
We got a beat.
Meat Puppets.
My dad likes some Meat Puppets.
I like the Meat Puppets too. I had a Meat Puppet shirt and I fucking sold it like an idiot.
Up on the Sun. Why would you sell?
Because I'm so dumb.
Sell high,
It was
buy low.
such a-
Why you
and
sell
it-
so high,
I've-
buy low?
I've never. I've
Why
never,
you sell so high, buy low?
I've never seen the shirt again. And
The
I
guy
never
doesn't
will.
wear it, and he flipped it for even more than you sold
Actually,
it
the
for.
guy did flip it, but I knew he
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
He's a guy in the UK who sells to famous people.
This is probably my favorite album. It's 2, and I have it on vinyl and CD.
Oh,
That's how much I love
is
it.
Lake of Fire's on that
Yeah,
one,
all
right?
the songs they cover on MTV Unplugged are on
Yep.
there.
Dude, can I just say something real quick? I don't mean to get on a tangent, but I love when people say that their favorite Nirvana songs are like Lake of Fire or like any of the
Oh,
covers
yeah.
off the
Or
MTV
or
Unplugged, and I'm like, dude,
or The
those are
Man
all
Who Sold the
covers.
World.
Yep,
Like,
yep.
that's not David Bowie.
or that Lead Belly song that he does. That
Oh, yeah.
where did you sleep?
last
Dude,
night?
people are like, oh
that's
my
not
God.
even that good, to be honest.
Like, there's a certain person who I think you're friends with who always would do a cover of it at a coffee shop. Well,
Yeah.
we'll have to cut that out, but she would always do.
No, I'll get her.
Well, I'll have to cut it out because of what I'm about to say. She would always do a cover of it, and every single time she'd always say it was a Nirvana song, and I was like,
Oh yeah.
it's not.
No, we
a
did Man Who
Nirvana
Sold the
song.
World, and she said that too, and I was like,
And she would say it was a Nirvana
yeah.
song.
I was like,
I was
no.
like, you could say you're doing the Nirvana version of that song, but it's not a Nirvana song.
No.
Because
You
my
guys
friend
just
was
sound
like
a whole bunch of
'cause I
music
honestly do
snobs
it.
over here.
90s music, baby girls.
There's that one guy that like reviews albums all the time.
Anthony Fantano.
Yeah, what's up, Danny Fantano here with
Danny Fantano.
Danny
Fantano.
Danny Phantom here.
Danny Fantano, yeah. Okay, Gavin, real quick, what are you listening to this week?
I am listening to Tim by The Replacements.
No.
Hmm.
From what year?
Okay, this is also just a test for myself.
Okay.
87.
2.
I'm saying 82.
I'm saying 82.
85.
Ooh.
So close.
We were just as close.
It's just a really good album. It's something that I grew up on.
Can I see the cover?
It's kind of weird. I don't even know what it is.
I like it, though.
I don't even know what that.
I like how it's called
cool.
Tim. That's
Yeah.
very funny to me.
Yeah, it's
Tim.
just Tim.
Tim.
I think this was. Hold on.
Ugh, Tim.
This was the last album of Tommy Stinson, I believe, being in the Replacements because they kicked him out because of his drug problem. I think
Is that a singer or guitar player?
guitar player.
Yeah. I knew it had to be one or the other.
Yeah.
It's
And-
never anybody else.
No.
Unless you're Keith Moon.
Yeah.
And you're dead.
It's just a
And you're
really
dead.
good album front to back. It's something that I grew up with. That it has a really sad song called there's just a lot of really clever lyrics. Paul Westberg is a songwriting genius. He's, in my opinion, he's just got a lot of like really clever things.
It's got a lot of tact.
Yeah, it's like, it's like one of the lyrics that sticks out to me a lot in Here Comes a Regular is like a picture on a fridge that's never stocked with food. That's just one thing that I just think about a lot.
That's
just
cool.
a good visual. It's like used to live at home, but now I stay in the house.
Huh.
So
Interesting.
but yeah, Hold My Life, I'll Buy, Kiss Me on the Bus, Dose of Thunder, Waitress
Me on the
in
Butt.
Sky,
Kiss me in the
Swing
butt
it-
on
swing
a
it-
double-decker bus.
Swingin' Party. Swingin' Party is a song that Lord covered. So some
Oh.
people know that
Oh.
song because of Lord.
That's
and
cool.
So
it's a
my-
Lord song.
Yeah, it's a Lord
So it's a
song.
Lord song.
And my dad was like, "Oh, I like Lord now because obviously."
Oh, cool.
So that
There's
us-
a lot of people who surprise me that like Lord.
yeah, no,
Like
she's
I was
good.
like,
like
Lord,
Lord.
like
I like
whatever.
Lord,
People were
she's
like, no,
good.
she's good, and I was like, oh, she is really
yeah,
good.
she is. Yeah,
I was like, shit.
there's a couple that are like, yeah, filler songs. Like, "Lay It Down, Clown" is kind, in my opinion, is kind of meh.
Yeah.
Dose of Thunder is very simple, very like heavy, just kind not heavy, but just kind of like, give me one good dose of thunder. Like it's
Okay.
just like very like, I
Yeah.
can feel it. Boom, 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 boom. It's just very like
Straightforward.
Yeah, very
think,
straightforward rock song.
I think Lord did a cover of All Apologies on like this Nirvana tribute.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
she
yeah, she
did.
did.
Yeah.
Didn't it?
Some people did not like it, but I thought it was pretty good.
Did she? Was that? I think I'm gonna be wrong when I say this. No, because I don't think that was at the when they got inducted to the Hall of Fame, was it?
I think it was.
Okay, because they had a bunch of girl singers come up and sing
Yeah.
when
Oh yeah, I do remember. that.
Kristen and Dave
Yeah.
played.
They had a lot of different people.
Yeah, a lot of different goyles.
But
Well,
A lot of different little goals.
can we wrap
We
it
did
up
it.
finally?
Yeah, we did it. We made it.
Gavin, we did 3 hours and 6 minutes. That's
Woo!
fucking crazy.
221, baby.
Holy shit!
That
Yep.
sounds like 221 to
Wow.
me.
Sounds like 221.
I've been here
Johnny.
for 3 hours and 6 minutes.
And I apologize for that. I hope we've had fun.
I've had a blast.
Okay, well that's good.
Talking about
Johnny.
my dead dog.
I apologize.
Yeah, Gavin, we're gonna have to
We're gonna have to cut you.
cut you out of this one.
We're cutting.
You don't have to pay me for this episode.
I
It's
won't.
okay.
And I trust me, I wasn't going to. So
Oh, okay, good.
so Johnny, thank you for joining us on this special episode of the birthday show.
You are so
We're gonna all do triple double high five
and,
dunks,
and nobody can see it.
and nobody can see
You
it
just
because
get
that
the
camera
camera
off?
died.
Yeah, I think that camera's off.
Okay, well that's
Oh,
fine.
that's
Whatever.
good.
Fuck it, everybody. Thank you. Happy birthday to me. Let's go and play this out.
Happy birthday.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
All right, guys, we're gonna go.
All right, bye.
Thank you guys for listening to this episode. Hopefully you made it all the way through because I'm sure you didn't. And we will catch you guys next week on the
Just
next
put it on
episode.
while
Hey
you're
guys,
reading a
thank you
book.
for watching my new podcast called Johnny's Epic
Called
Adventure.
Johnny and Roderick.
Johnny
all right,
Roderick.
guys.
All
Johnny
right, see you
Johnny
on
Rogers.
the flippity flip.
All right, guys. We'll catch you next episode. Thank
Catch you
you,
on the flippity
everybody,
flip.
and thank you for birthday.
Goodbye, bye.